I didn't say anything outlandish.
That's what. But y'all are laughing.
You got to stand on your points,
I
bro.
did.
If you're going to go that hard, you got to stand on it immediately.
I did. They paint Adam as the devil, the smart, cunning morning star, and that is like planning everything intricately.
I just thought this shit was funny this morning because I felt like a nigga came in on a certain agenda.
I did.
Out of everything Sharp has said in this blue-ass room, that is the truth. You can't argue with a nigga like this.
And I'm going to put together just the sets that we have right now for the stand-up thing.
You don't want to give Lauren another week or so?
What does it tend to you?
To you.
Oh, they asking you, nigga. No, I'm asking you. Do you go to Miami? I was like, bitch, do I go to Miami? Not have I been?
This is disgusting.
Because she's
it's a
not
lot more nuanced. These niggas be loud and wrong, and I said,
but isn't it different when it's happening to you?
It's crazy.
Oh, what they kept saying about you? Oh, AJ Cook niggas. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That was your first dish.
Yeah. It was an appetizer.
I feel like I need to disagree because it's so far on like the hate end.
Pun is like, that's why I respect Pun. I respect niggas that play chess. You know, we do what we always do with Sloth.
Yeah.
You know, writing eulogy. And bum beat 'em people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, this is the podcast about your favorite podcast. I am your classmate, Tone Groove.
Jay Nobles.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
Yes, we are back, fellas. Yeah. You heard that
How's
sigh,
it feel?
nigga.
Yeah, how's it feel?
Feels good, man.
Nigga, you was in somebody else's home for so long. It's like you had to have got some type of like PTSD, some type of trauma.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, after like, bro, you just miss your bed at a certain point.
Yeah.
It's not even, I want to come back to North Carolina. It's like, nigga, I need to lay in my bed.
Your bed.
Because I probably really haven't had a proper night's sleep.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And even your homecoming wasn't as great as it could have been because like, did it still smell like piss and shit when you got there?
Yep.
So for a little context, you know, while AJ was in LA, his dog was right here
working,
pissing and shitting everywhere.
But it was only one time, but that one time was, I mean, White Man took care of it for me. Shout out to White Man.
Yeah,
but it looked crazy.
Yeah.
It looked crazy. So
I was repaying a favor, man. You done held my dog down a couple times.
Yeah. So
I took the fastest piss I've ever taken in your house the other day because it smelled so bad I couldn't be in there for too long.
Yeah, it was bad. But I aired the house out today and shit like that.
Aired it out.
It's much better. Yeah.
I'm about to say you put a breeze under your bed.
And I had to throw some extra shit away too, but
because it probably caught the stench.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, fuck cleaning it. Shit ain't going to my dishwasher, my washing machine. You know what I'm saying?
Then that's gonna smell. You're gonna be living with that for 3 months.
God damn.
Yeah, man. So you know, gone for 17 days. For those who don't know,
obviously y'all should know, but like the video,
but they don't know exactly how long I was gone. Either.
Oh yeah.
Y'all were only gone for 7.
You were going for 17 days.
You were going for 17, and you definitely outstayed your welcome, nigga.
But
we got out right in time, allegedly.
Nigga, y'all overstayed the welcome.
I don't think we ever were. So
well, that's true. Y'all got there right on time.
Technically, we left at the right time. We left at the right time. Yeah. You know, apparently it was getting hot. It was getting real hot. You know
the palm trees ain't too shady, nigga. You can't hide under no palm tree.
It was a bluish hue in LA that was trying to cast over us. But shout out to y'all, man. Y'all still supporting us in their streams when we was on No Jumper. Make sure you like the video.
That's a whole fact.
Do your due diligence. And
comment.
If you are new here, which you probably are, maybe, #office hours is a segment near the end of the show. We like to answer your questions about, the podcast we're talking about. Answer your questions about anything, but yeah.
And listen, classmates, we're going to need them comments and them office hours a lot more than normal, nigga, because we about to get flooded with some hate. We're prepared for it.
Oh, that's true.
We're prepared for it.
I didn't even think about that.
But we want you niggas to, keep niggas on their toes in the comments. You know,
facts.
Give them the right answers to the homework because it's gonna be a bunch of salaciousness.
Yeah, you can't have too much.
It's already oranges in the chat. It's already oranges everywhere.
Yeah. We ain't even started yet. This ain't even premiered yet. It's oranges right now.
It's already oranges.
Nigga, we're busters right now.
Yeah,
we're marks.
You weirdo.
Weird ass nigga.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Shout out to LA, nigga.
All right, man. So I guess we'll just recap this whole trip, but we'll really recap this bitch in detail now. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the primary focus of this show. We might touch on some other things. But I think it's just best that we kind of we gotta really do a real recap. You know?
Yeah.
Audio went out, but you can hear
the
us
bell
still,
is
right?
going again, but
I heard it.
All right, yeah, that's fine. All right, so Homeroom University just got done essentially a 2-week West Coast podcast run, pretty much. We did every podcast, No Jumper multiple times.
Couple
Cuhmunity.
news live.
Yeah, we was a circus, nigga.
Yeah.
We was traveling around showing people what we could do, nigga.
That's a fact.
Look at this backflip. I'm bouncing on this elephant, nigga.
You jump through that hoop, hoop.
Yeah.
No Jumper show, Apollo, and that was it. But we were talked about on almost every show.
Yeah.
Even if we weren't on there.
Not in the highest regards most of the time, but you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we should start from the beginning. Actually, this is the biggest thing that I wanted to start with. Just to kind of sum up, this is a general consensus that I've gotten after spending that much time out in LA and just kind of like really being in that Figmunity world, No Jumper universe.
Firsthand.
Yeah, firsthand, really understanding it. Number one, I can understand why there's nothing else to worry about. You know how that's always my complaint. They're just so focused on West Coast, and it's not their content keeps them regional. Just West Coast podcasts in general. Bro, when I was out there for those little 17 days or whatever, and that's all I was focused on. I mean, it's a little different because I was there to be focused on it.
Yeah.
But it was so busy all the time. Like Pot Lord and Yuri and Lush and Comparator, they're trying to crash out on each other. Niggas are showing Blicks online. If you make an appearance at a podcast, it's going on Reddit, it's going through the circuits. The next show that comes out, it's probably going to be live. They're talking about it. So now that's more content. It's like...
It's the closest to love and hip-hop I've ever gotten.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's so intense in terms of just, there's always a new narrative. There's always some new content to react to. And it's all just feeding off each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
wonderful ecosystem. They're vertically integrated.
Yeah.
Literally.
You decided to bring that back?
Hell yeah. Fuck it. Bow.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's like that's the biggest thing. So
You just got confirmed on that.
It's just
That's literally just
confirmed in the realest way. And then another thing that I'm gonna really drive this point home throughout this podcast. There's a certain level of, I didn't like the way some of the people talked about Adam in terms of like not a fear thing, but like he's so cunning, he's gonna be 2 steps ahead of us way. I didn't like that either. That was my
Where was you seeing that at? There's like comments
I saw that everywhere. I saw that everywhere from appearances that we made, place to talks that were made outside of it.
Yeah.
And everything. You know,
They
like
paint
it
Adam,
was a boogeyman vibe.
They paint Adam as the devil, the smart, cunning morning star, and that is like planning everything intricately to where, you know, black people just end up losing in the end.
And the nigga
nigga
last name is Grandmaster, so it's just it's easy. Whatever.
Yeah.
Even worse.
I didn't like that shit. I didn't like that, especially because a mindset like that alone is gonna pigeonhole you. If you think nothing is just happening, you know what I mean? Or it's almost like you're moving like you don't have control over your actions or what you're gonna do, because he's probably manipulated in some way. So you're always going into situations thinking that Adam's manipulated something when he might not have manipulated anything whatsoever.
I get what you're saying. And it's more dangerous that like have people think that he's a grandmaster than for him to actually be pulling strings.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. And that's the thing. Adam is no idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, Adam is clearly intelligent. Nobody can.
Well.
In terms of what? Well,
clearly intelligent, you know.
Well, I'm about to just say, I'm just focused on his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can, like, Adam's had ups and downs and the nigga keeps swimming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's what happens on Skid Row.
I don't know if I put a standardized test in front of him if the nigga's going to be a savant or some shit. But just in terms of staying afloat.
I can probably guess that score.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, just in terms of, like, staying afloat, building a business, yeah, the nigga he's smart. He knows how to move a business forward to get to M's, period.
Yeah.
But in terms of the way that the niggas and people talk about the nigga on some, this nigga is pulling strings and, bro, he's controlling you niggas without controlling the niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like. And I'm just...
Break the fourth wall. You got to let them niggas know the truth. He's just as clueless as y'all.
Yeah. And it's...
And
that nigga said, what was the term he used earlier? He got a pray and spray method.
Oh, spray and pray.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is like, a lot of the people and the commenters, it's almost like they have a weird survivor's remorse. Like they can't not bring the nigga up Like if something bad happens, it has to be
from him.
It's probably
to be from him.
Adam Morningstar, nigga.
That's what happens when you're the face.
Yeah.
That's what comes with that.
Okay, I guess that's true.
And a lot of it is valid for the most part.
And it's easy.
I don't think so, because I would say the biggest storyline, as I was gathering these notes, I swear to God, I'm going through watching everybody's content who had something to say about us, blah, blah, blah. If they were wrong, I'm incorrecting them. I was like, wow, I'm Charlemagne right now. Like, the niggas is getting shit wrong and I'm offended.
Yeah,
Same shit that nigga used to get on me. He still gets on me about. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is getting points wrong, and I'm like, these niggas is loud and wrong.
Apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Same shit. I heard that nigga in my back of my head, and I was pissed.
You picking up traits? How about you picking up traits from your stepfather?
He ain't picking them up. He just a chip off the whole block.
I heard that nigga say, these niggas be loud and wrong, and I said, shit.
But isn't it different when it's happening to you?
It's crazy.
Like, it's beautiful. Like, it's one clip we're gonna talk about later, but I was like, I went through the 5 stages of grief. I was like, I hate it, I love it, and I understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. So one of the biggest narratives was Adam sent a lot of there's a couple narratives that I'm just gonna like dispel right now. First of all, can't nobody tell me what to do when I go to these podcasts. Let's be very clear about that. That needs to be understood. Nobody sends me to anywhere to do organized hits. If I wanna do a hit job on a nigga, that's solo dolo.
Yeah, you're not an articulate assassin.
Fuck all that shit.
You're not an independent contractor.
I'm not no independent contractor.
Like,
no.
yeah, you need me to take somebody out? I got you.
No,
Like, nah, that's
hell
not
no. I fuck with Adam heavy, but not that much. You know what I'm saying? To where we can have a conversation like, come through and do this, try to fuck my
be a pawn for me real quick.
Hell no, fuck no. Like the fact that was the biggest talking point is disgusting to me. You know what I'm saying?
But you go.
No.
But I say, but you got to understand, it's like it's surface level theories.
Yeah, it is.
They only see what they see.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And so the further you are from the wall, the more hyperbole and the more narratives, there's more room for that. And because you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, man.
And then you only thinking the worst because you got your perspective that you're trying to uphold.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Yeah, they do, because first of all, most people are like, Adam is bad. And I'm gonna view him through that lens. And not everybody's necessarily wrong for that. But it does kind of skew what you could actually be true about, or what's actually true about the situation.
Right, yeah. And so
it's the fact that you're a pawn. You know what I mean?
That
Nobody likes that.
That's probably like what makes your stomach hurt.
Yeah.
And like,
for
you know
sure.
what I mean? Like a pawn.
You think a nigga could call me and say, get up on my
Get up on my shit.
Fuck out of here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That means we're bishops.
Yeah. Okay. So
he threw us out second.
Right. So yeah, in terms of that, that's one thing. There was no planning in conspiring on anything that happened on any of these runs on any level.
Nah.
That would never happen, actually. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's the only planning and conspiring going on is going to be in this room. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be somebody from the outside. It's if you see us starting to run a play that seems to be converging at one point, that was a play.
That was thought out.
That was a play.
We're not evil guys. Like, we scheming on how to get Lauren more off days.
Yeah.
So it's time to come on trips and
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nope. So that's one thing. Another thing was, so that's the second thing, actually, because my first thing is I don't like that whole boogeyman thing that a lot of people, Adam is not stupid, but don't let your next decision be something because you thought he was behind.
But also, you gotta understand, like, there's been so many goofy niggas and dumb niggas that have fallen for his trap.
That's a fact.
So like when we come up there, we doing our shit, we doing a good job. Niggas instantly think like, oh, they're gonna be another one of the goofy dumb niggas.
These niggas
not
are
saying that, you know, some of them, not all of them.
I know what you mean, though. We've seen Adam plays work a lot.
The nigga who said "fuck my mama," goofy ass nigga. We gonna get to that nigga. Miss Portia, nigga. Nah,
but you do gotta understand like that mentality though, because we haven't told that story. It's gonna come out one day, but a similar mistake was made to where we thought strings were being pulled. They might not have been necessarily being pulled, but
Strings
us
are being
thinking that
pulled.
they're being pulled is worse than they're being pulled.
No, that situation is still valid.
All right. Well,
yeah,
when that comes out, we have a good episode. Then
the person that everybody thinks Adam is, that person legit is.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that.
Yes.
We're going to have a real discussion.
Yes, for sure.
Because I feel like that about another dude, too.
Well,
we got to move on because that's
both
interesting.
of them. I know you're talking about.
But let's stop having off-wax conversations.
Yeah, but
so those are my two biggest takeaways so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing that I noticed is that, and this isn't a bad thing though. This is not a bad thing. It's only something I noticed on the Apollo. We're gonna get to that. I did notice that. Actually, I noticed it in the comments too. Every viewer and every person has their own agenda, or they have their own thing that they want answered.
There's tribes.
Yeah. So
some people subscribe to the same philosophy, like we both want this question answered.
Yeah, but there's 17 different tribes though.
So all with pitchforks.
Yeah. So when you, as the talent or the podcaster, go to a place and you're like challenging somebody on their point, you might be satisfying 80%, but there's like that 20%, but you didn't hone in on this, you didn't hone in on that. And it's like, to them, I wonder, just initially, I don't think Apollo thinks this, but like, no, y'all show sucked and you did a bad job because you didn't answer these questions. But I did notice they were asking questions like, why didn't you press on this issue and things of that nature. And then I noticed people in the comments doing it too. And I'm like, oh, there is no way to fully satisfy everybody, you know what I mean? As well, too.
Yeah, but you knew that.
I knew that.
And you knew that.
I knew that.
It's just amazing to see in such like, with such a good example, this person.
Right, yeah,
because it's happening to you.
Exactly. Yeah, so those are my biggest takeaways right now.
Yeah, nah.
Just at the top.
Being a people pleaser in LA will literally hurt you. It'll kill you.
It's the worst place to do it.
It's the worst place to try to please a nigga.
It's impossible.
You shouldn't do that anywhere.
You shouldn't do it anywhere, but in LA, it's especially hard.
And especially not with them. Because you got to think, like...
I don't know. No, LA, I don't think it's just... talking about all the people that we encounter?
In terms of media personalities?
Yeah.
Nah, well, yeah and nah. I'm just talking about what they appreciate over there in terms of content. Like, you know, the standard is it's like how you rank bad bitches. It's weird. You got cataracts or something.
Jesus $5 for the pre-show.
Yeah.
That was funny.
These niggas keep eyeballing the work when there's perfectly fine scales and metrics to get exact measurements. But, you know, I digress.
But yeah, let's go over to, we're going to walk through each thing real quick.
About to say, you want to talk about the first day with AD?
The first day, yeah. So... All right, first appearance that we did was at Cuhmunity with AD and Pun.
Big Pun.
Mm-hmm. And the Punstigator. And to me, I felt like that was I enjoyed that a lot, long story short.
You felt pressed?
Yeah.
No, and I don't feel like...
Did you feel slighted?
Nope. I thought it was great all around. I thought AD... facilitated everything correctly. I think he drove the show correctly.
They have good studio snacks.
Yeah, great studio snacks actually. And then I think Pun is a good podcaster. You know what I'm saying? Like Pun can have a conversation.
That's another one of my takeaways.
That's
from
one
this
of the
trip.
biggest thing. Pun is a good podcaster.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
It's official.
It's official. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The character that I don't like or that I've been harsh or critical on before is the Punstigator. I'm not a Punstigator fan. You know what I mean?
But that's his rhythm.
Yeah.
It is his rhythm.
That's his rhythm.
But there's moments, sometimes he's Punstigator from point A to point Z.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's Punstigator. I like the flow. You know what I mean? I like when he's toying with the Punstigator.
You can't be all one thing.
Yeah, you can't be all like, you won't know his opponent for that episode.
Right,
You might have to Punstigate the whole way through, nigga.
I might need to come out the gate Punstigator and then go Pun on the back end.
If you come back, nigga, it's Punstigation.
I'm only getting Punstigator energy. I know I am.
Yeah.
I know.
He might not even show up.
But that's why I fuck with Pun, because I'm completely okay with that if it ever happens again. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Pun.
And y'all have good debacles.
Synergies.
Yeah. And I think that even though, of course, the narrative is going to run, I was pressing Pun, that was not a press situation. That was two people with respect for each other in the moment having a conversation.
Real conversation.
A real conversation. Yeah. Exactly. 100%. That's why I stress that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to get over to Sharp, but Sharp is not capable of that, which is why what happened with Sharp went the way it went.
Because the first step of being a good communicator, we say this all the time, is listening.
That's it.
Because if you can't do that, nigga, you messed it all up.
Exactly. So
the
whole me and pun thing, you know, people want to put gas on the captions and shit. I sell titles too, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was not that at all, because he's a good podcaster. You know what I'm saying? But that was like the first moment, and that moment kind of hit slow actually in terms of the run, because Lush, Yuri, Comparator, and Potler were all crashing out that night. So that was the main focus. Yeah. So we had. It
was a 12-car pile of the street. That means more.
We had did that interview. We had did that, not interview. We did that good live stream, that content. Yeah. It didn't even hit the streets for real until like day 2 and 3, because you know the other shit, which goes back to how that world is just.
It's so condensed. I'm about to say Figaro had that shit first. Like,
niggas are flashing blicks on live. This is way more important than an adult conversation we have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then we get back to that later. So yeah, that was it. I don't know.
What else did you do that first week? Is that all you like? Really?
No, I also did other shit too. Like
he bounced around from different white friend groups.
Not strip clubs, nigga. I'm talking about fucking.
Well, you did that though.
Talking about events.
No events.
Yeah, shout out to strip club though.
No events. That was the only podcast appearance I did that week.
Okay.
And it was a nice little warm up too.
Yeah, you know,
it was a nice warm up.
You get your first little taste of what do you even call it? Menacingness.
I guess.
What they kept saying about you? Oh, AJ Cook niggas. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That was your first dish.
Yeah. It was appetizer.
Little
going out to appetizer.
It was appetizer.
He said that was finger food.
It was appetizer.
Before you put a pimp on a steak.
Yeah, it was appetizer because nigga, I got to the main course on Monday.
Yeah, and you saw, like, I'm pretty sure you saw the comments like, man, why this guy had a grievance for Sharp? And it's a lot of people that probably don't understand the context.
Yeah, they don't.
And the kind of overarching theme and like feeling you have against this nigga.
Yeah. Oh, this is how I want to end this section about Cuhmunity. Pun asked me, do I think AD should have left No Jumper, or they should have left still? My answer, I do have a defined answer now, officially. No ifs, ands, or buts after talking to both sides pretty much, or at least seeing both sides. I didn't really talk to, I guess, I don't know, whatever.
I want to know the answer, nigga.
After talking to both sides.
Yeah, what's the answer, nigga?
They should have left. They should have left at the time, for sure. I think 100% they should have left. I still am standing on my point of the walkout was a little sloppy. I think they should have left with the possibility of doing something open instead of
they should have said see you
burning
later.
The house down on the way
it's
out.
It's hard to not burn.
It's very hard.
Motherfucking,
it's
like,
very
nigga,
hard.
That's with any job.
Yes,
it's
yes.
so much
usually,
better.
if you're quitting,
I'm in the midst of deciding whether I should burn this bitch down now.
Yeah,
like my job,
your current job.
Yeah.
And it's looking like they're gonna burn you for you, but
I'll blow that shit. I'll kamikaze.
You got protection. They can't burn you.
Yeah, nigga, fucking be a rocket.
Yeah. So I do think that they should have left because
they left at the perfect time.
I think they left at the perfect time. Yeah,
but you think they left sloppy?
I do. Yeah, I do think that. But at the same time, it was kind of a mad dash. I think Adam, there was a part of Adam, I don't think they were fully happy behind the scenes. There was definitely tension behind the scenes, not on camera.
Like most marriages.
I also think there was a little bit of Adam didn't like that they were doing so well. I think there was a certain aspect. I think that.
Okay.
I don't know that. That's based on how I think.
Yeah.
How I'm feeling or whatever.
Yeah.
And I gotta try not to keep saying think. But long story short, I think they were getting all
right, Lauren, put a counter up.
Yeah. They were getting so lit. Adam wasn't used to that yet. He also didn't have them in contracts to where as soon as they would leave a weekly show, they would go live streaming after that. AD started this whole live streaming thing first out of that last cast that was at No Jumper.
All them niggas.
T-Rail came later, and not just a little bit later, like 6 to 8 months later. AD was the only one streaming right after he would leave the No Jumper show.
He was the pioneer.
Exactly. He was the pioneer of it. And you do, as a business owner, be like, bro, like, y'all after streams, you're giving it up a little bit more, getting just as many views as the one that you just did, but you weren't even giving it up. Or maybe your stream is doing better than the show that you should be putting more work into.
Adam looking like, nigga, your priority fucked up. You still signing me.
So that in itself, I could see somebody like not liking that, moving a little funny on the background. Maybe there's some business things on the background that they don't like either.
If there's some business that ties that up, but if you're the
business
owner,
is wide open because there was no contract saying that there was no exclusivity clause.
So then it's a problem. Like, why are you mad that one of your star talents is becoming a bigger star?
Because it's infringing on your business a little bit. It's your fault because you didn't have an exclusivity thing in your deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's funny.
It's tough because I don't know. It's hard.
I gotta honestly, like, I feel like I gotta rewatch because I don't know if he wasn't giving it up on No Jumper. Because when he was on No Jumper,
towards the end when things were like let's say like the last 90 days. Last 3 months, last 4 months.
Adam did say he felt like he was getting burnt out because you streaming, then you pod, and you streaming, then you pod.
Let's say like, and on top of that, if there's negotiations that's trying to happen on the back side as well that aren't going successful, it's just a lot going on at the same time. I'm not getting the performance I want on you on the main show, and then I'm also not getting and then I'm also possibly losing money because you're funneling everybody from this show over to here.
And at the same time, AD looking like shit. I'm kind of doing this thing on my own.
Right.
And then Adam and Trell having their little problems. And
but then on the backside, Punch trying to handle business and do what he feels is correct for his client and things of that nature. And if it feels like your client is getting fucked over business-wise or things aren't connecting business-wise that you genuinely feel like should be working business-wise, now
you should start subbing his boss.
Now y'all feel now y'all feel a certain type of way. So it's two people feeling a certain type of way. If they were to so that's why I do believe they had to leave at some point because it was so new on both sides. Maybe they needed to leave, keep the bridge unburnt, build up, and then maybe come back together possibly.
Yeah, especially for AD. I mean, I don't know about Trell, but from what I've heard from Adam, AD and Adam are a little bit more cordial, just a little bit.
For sure, yeah.
Like they're probably not texting.
It's over the Trell shit. That ain't happening.
But you remember when
once you start cursing out in front of Mickey Mouse, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, as far as their communication,
I don't know, but yeah, I don't think they talk at all. But like they're.
You remember that whole thing when like they were supposed to be beefing, but Trell and Adam were really talking and like texting and shit?
It wasn't Trell, it was AD.
Oh, it was AD?
Yeah, it was AD.
Oh, okay.
Point proven.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I do think I do think at that time y'all should have 100% left.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's see. Let's skip Shame on You because that was just one episode. It really gets better. Let's jump over to the first day of the news. Y'all get in town Saturday. Yeah. Monday, No Jumper news.
Immediately,
it's us three. Go ahead.
It was a cinematic type fashion. We weren't slated to appear on the news, so we pulled up in some casual attire. I'm here to root my teammate on. He's probably gonna cook a nigga again.
because the only thing that was on the actual schedule was Sharp, P Nice, Poetic Flacco, and myself.
Yeah.
That was the only schedule.
We pull up to the studio. They like, hey, y'all niggas trying to suit up? I'm like, nigga, of course, nigga. I always bring my shoes.
Yeah, nigga.
Put me in the fucking game.
Come on, man.
So we hop in the game, and it was a terrible experience. That shit was like trying to whisper to a pack of hyenas, nigga.
Yeah, imagine trying to jump into like the worst fucking, what's that shit, that game?
Double Dutch.
Yeah. But it's like 8 ropes. Like imagine trying to jump in that shit. And it's 8 ropes. And they're all going, like one's going circle, one's going this way, nigga.
Yeah.
But,
double dutching.
But shout out to everybody that was there. Shout out to Be Nice. Very good brother.
P Nice.
P Nice. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Flacco and shit. But nah, it wasn't the best experience, but it was pretty fun. It was pretty funny.
I thought it was a phenomenal experience.
I thought it was funny.
Well, yeah. Anytime you go viral on Reddit, it's a phenomenal experience.
And then, especially,
not just Reddit.
But everything.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to discredit just
correct that.
You cook on E-News, nigga, BET.
Yeah, so
you cook everywhere.
And then when Sharp came, you got to tell that shit when Sharp came. When he told you to get up.
Nah, so this is what happened, right? You sound like a commenter, nigga. Weirdo. But so
Dirty Air Force is on today too.
Yeah, them dusty ass shits. I sat down in Sharp's seat because Sharp wasn't there yet, and that's where I was told to sit. Josh was all right, Papa right there. I was all right,
yeah,
cool.
Pimp was late.
So Sharp come in. I'm like, yo, it's good pimping. You know, I mean, you see, get up and go to the back. You talking about the comment, right?
Yeah.
This one nigga comment, he was like, hoe ass nigga. What's good pimping? And then get up out his seat like a slut. Nigga.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about in the YouTube comments?
Oh, yeah, in the comments.
When he went up and got like out of Sharp's seat to dab him up. That shit.
Yeah.
Nigga was like, you fucking saw, you pussy ass nigga. You supposed to be a pimp.
Yeah, I was supposed to take the pimp seat.
Yeah, but you fixed all that, nigga. You put Sharp in his place. How you feel?
Yeah, nah, he didn't even know I was trying to line him up for my homie
You
to cook
pimp
him.
slayer,
Yeah.
how you feel?
Yeah, I didn't realize I was ending his career, but Sharp ain't been the same since we had our back and forth on the No Jumper News.
He's been a little discombobulated.
He's been a little blue, and it's kind of...
He been on live damn near every day, crying damn near. The nigga is going out bad right now.
What is his main
point?
Like, what is he trying to figure out? Is he trying to figure out...
I think he's
Okay.
running into that narrative. He really believes that he was set up for me to do that too. And let me just go ahead and tell you right now, back to my original point, Adam is not that conniving. Before we left North Carolina, nigga, if I ever got in the room with you, I already told myself I was gonna go ahead and just prove why you're the shittiest podcast.
And when you was telling yourself, we heard you in the background.
Yeah,
like, nigga,
like this
room.
was that was
AJ was in the mirror like, Sharp.
Yeah, like once I found out that you were on the schedule, nigga, I knew I was about to embarrass you. That's a fact.
Nigga, he was even on one of his late night blue streams. He was like, man, it felt like the nigga was on a mission to get me and shit.
I was, yes. Yeah, let me confirm that. Definitely. Mission accomplished.
But it's not because of Adam's volition.
Hell,
and that's the thing.
Has nothing to do with Adam. It has everything to do with.
And it almost feels
you're
like
you're one of them loud niggas that's always wrong.
Yeah.
And I knew if we were ever on the same podcast, you would make it too easy, and you did.
And it's funny how like him saying Adam sent you is just another way of him trying to diminish in how well you kind of pieced him apart.
Yeah, but let's not do that. Yeah.
It makes more sense than Drake mentioned him in that bar.
That's
definitely a better
It definitely
theory.
makes more sense for sure. Yeah,
no,
actually,
that
is a more comforting narrative to roll with. If you think that Adam sent me, nope, that was premeditated. I thought you were trash when we did the podcast with Joe Budden, and we were ranking all these niggas at the end of the year. Masika was the beginning. Sharp.
Oh yeah, I remember that moment.
I always believed you couldn't hold an actual conversation and you just sucked at podcasting. So let me go ahead and give you your timeline just so you can understand why I did what I did to you. So when you first came out the game, you were on Soft White Underbelly. Mm-hmm. It was crazy. We were like, holy shit, who's this pimp? We've never seen that. This nigga is kind of eerie. Mark does great content. He asks good questions. You had good stories.
And his charisma was there.
Everything was there. Boom. You're global viral. We're going to go back to this viral thing. You're global viral. So viral, you move your talents over to No Jumper. And at the time, you had talents. But what we realized, it was just, we had never seen that before.
And business acumen.
What that got to do with
Acumen,
brother.
And where did you see that at?
He finessed his way on the No Jumper to have his own show.
That's not a finesse.
And that's not business.
That we could talk about Sharp, but like that's a finesse. Like it was a lot of crackheads and like other pimps that got millions of views. That
if Sharp was coming off,
the act of like pimping your way into your own show, especially like I don't want to
pimping your way into a new career.
I'm gonna be honest. Adam is giving more random niggas chances.
Yeah,
what I mean? Like Sharp. The way I'm not saying that like he did the true D1 route, like you went to a good school and you got drafted to the league, but he definitely had like a proper transition into the thing.
He did.
He proved success in one field. Obviously, the nigga's charismatic on mic.
It was
and
like
on
2
camera.
or 3 times at Software Underbelly.
Went to Adam and then
he, first of all, he did the interview with Adam. It's not even like he was an immediate personality on the roster. He did the interview with the nigga. That shit did what it did.
Presented value.
They started doing them started teaming them with like Blue Jasmine and Bag.
But I was just saying,
and as
like
a pimp was, and as any good pimp could do, he got Adam to choose up.
None of this ain't got shit to do with what the fuck I'm doing. I'm shitting on this nigga right now. So I don't know what y'all are
I mean, we
talking
telling
about.
the story, nigga, but you see
That
red.
has nothing to do with the story. That has nothing to do with my story.
You're not. I'm not even disagreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah,
we
you're
talking
not
like we're literally talking about.
Yeah. Don't distract me.
He's not here.
But let me get to it.
Okay.
So he comes in hot. He's doing the interviews at No Jumper for like the first 6 to 8 months. It's on fire. The niggas cooking all these bitches and all this. But I'm noticing in the midst of him cooking these bitches, when they do ask him valid questions, And to actually have Discord, he falls apart and it's not working. And I'm like, man, he can't have a conversation. That's kind of what it seems like right now. Yeah. So as time goes on, you yelling at bitches gets old. I think the roster dries up because how many bitches want to sit down with you at this point if they know, even though you were a stimulus at one point, but I think that dried up as well too because we don't see nearly as many OnlyFans girls sitting down with you. And then I started watching them and doing interviews with just other people, men, No Jumper News, and the nigga can't have a conversation. He's been trash. He's trash. If it's not yelling at a bitch, his content, he can't have a conversation and actually make it entertaining because he can't keep up with the conversation. Even even when I was on the news, the exchange we were having, the nigga kept saying, "I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about." I get that. I know that. It's like you literally couldn't keep up. He can't keep up. He can't. And the only reason I'm doing this is because you've been
going, nigga. Yeah.
Because you've been on live for 5 days. You haven't been the same. So let me just I'm putting another nail in this coffin.
Yeah.
So like, we get to the news. You was food before I left the state. So once I find out we were scheduled, it was so easy to just pick you apart because you've fallen into all these delusions and shit. You've rode so hard for Adam. And it doesn't even make sense, nigga. You was the last one to get there. So it's like all your stock is built off of other people's platforms. It's not built off your own volition. We don't have the numbers like that, sure. But everything is built off our volition. We're not coming from a channel with multi-million, more than once, twice, like you are. So that's why when I said your content,
we're not coming from a year now.
Yeah, we're not coming from it.
But we do comment on it.
We got it from 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why when this nigga's so fucking lost. I don't even know how to describe this.
He's so lost. He's getting so lost.
Like because I feel like the more that I talk, he's not the more lost he's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I also don't like. Real quick, I don't like all you niggas trying to defend Sharp and take up for him. If the nigga knew how to have a conversation, he wouldn't need help. The nigga can't have a conversation. That's the issue. It's all these people keep coming up there. I know. A Brickhead went up there and he was saying that I only feel this way because of how people have been tearing them down. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like this because that's how I've always felt like this. Same with Ace Boy Rio. He was saying Adam sent me to tear him down, devalue his content so that
that was the pun.
He has no value and he remains loyal to No Jumper.
That's a weird way to fire a nigga.
Nigga, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you? Stop defending this nigga. If he knew how to have a articulate, a base level conversation, he'd be okay in this situation.
Yeah,
he'd be able to understand. He'd be able to be more objective. But the nigga is lost. He don't know, which is why it's so easy to spin him.
I mean, look,
this is
like I want to. I feel like I need to disagree because it's so far on like the hate end that like it needs to be brought back.
And that's what keep going. Yeah. And that's why I want to ask you. There's like a part of you because I'm not saying that some of the things that you are saying aren't valid because there's a lot of validity. It's a whole lot of validity.
Especially with
that's why, nigga. That's why the lights are blue in the studio at night when you're streaming, nigga. There's some truth to this, but a part of you does take a little gratification in that.
Talking about what I'm doing right now?
Now, the fact that he is lost and that you can't spin him around.
Do I take gratification in crushing a nigga?
You're having fun dunking on the nigga.
Absolutely. Like, I love kicking niggas when they're
all
doing
that shit.
For sure.
Where do you think that comes from?
Beautiful question.
Why did you name your company Menace?
I feel like it's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate.
Do you like to cook niggas because you like to eat, or?
Yeah, I'm fat, nigga.
That's a good one.
AJ to Santana, y'all. That's what you niggas been calling me on Reddit all week.
Oh, don't double down on it. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a thing. And another thing I was thinking about, I saw this one post in the Reddit where I was like, AJ might have to go through his old Instagram and just take out anything that could have been questionable because them niggas was digging up dirt.
It's too late. It's too late.
It's gone. It's like
too late.
The lid is off.
But they have though. They
take the shit out of context. I'm like, nigga, that was a skit.
Yes, literally. Yeah. I'm taking that shit on the chin. The same way you should have, Sharp. Take that L on the chin. Mm-hmm. But you have been streaming, and it's like, I don't like that. It seems like you keep roping niggas in, like, to make it seem, nigga, it's shit going outside. And now, I'm gonna tell you another thing. I didn't realize, I put the nail in your coffin of your career. I don't think I did. I probably did, but who gives a fuck? I don't. But
he hopes he did.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, damn, nigga, all that other goofy shit. I didn't want to believe damn homie. I literally didn't want to believe her. I thought she was like just a clout chasing annoying bitch.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, shit, I kind of believe the bitch now. You know what I'm saying?
Homie.
And on top of that, she damn homie doesn't stop. And I hate that I'm even bringing her up.
Yeah, she's still a heathen, but she's still
a heathen. I don't even want to believe her. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of
I'm about to say you just sicked her on us, nigga.
Because how she moves.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
She is resilient. She's resilient.
Yeah.
It's like she's got semi-automatic weapons.
She dropping phone calls. Like, remember when we thought that? I really thought that phone call was AI.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit was real. She sent that shit to one of the followers.
A what?
Yes. I heard like the whole part one. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh shit.
The pimp's going out bad. Bad, nigga.
So you out here, sending for. I mean,
you trying to finish it.
Man.
It's finished already.
Yeah.
It's finished.
How do you feel? Like, you remember Thanos at the end of the movie?
I literally
like
wouldn't. I wouldn't even do this. I wouldn't even do this right now if I didn't see. If he wasn't getting on live every day crying about that shit, trying to play into this, I was sitting here. I'm set. Sharp has like, you can tell he's never had a job. He's talking. He talks like how niggas have talked at the warehouse when they're making a major change. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga thinks it's good content. Matter of fact, let's just pull it up.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got to be careful when you when you coming for distance like that, because I don't know. I just feel like they think differently over there.
Do Sharp live stream.
Niggas that work warehouse shops?
Nah, just
actually,
on the West Coast.
no. Let's my bad.
Because they might not see that as a diss. Like, nigga, you think it's a flex? You got a job?
Let's start at the top. Let's start at the first crash out.
No jump. Oh, first crash out.
Yeah, these are all the things that.
That's sad. The Crit Monster finna.
Jesus Christ, this is so gloomy, man.
Don't put Sharp on the screen.
It's
actually.
so gloomy.
All right.
Yeah.
Straight up, I try to keep it cool, keep it player. Niggas be want to see me crash out. Oh, Sharp, why don't you get up on a nigga? This nigga ain't saying half or nothing. What, because he say he don't like my content, nigga? Oh, well, boo-hoo, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? That shit don't matter. That's nothing. That's nothing. That holds no weight. Like, that don't hold no weight in my life. I just thought this shit was funny this morning because I felt like a nigga came in on a certain agenda.
I did.
That's
to me, that shit failed, nigga. That shit ain't nothing to me.
Worked flawlessly.
Why ain't a nigga touched me yet? I don't get it. Why don't y'all ask the same niggas? Why ain't they touch me? Why ain't they put hands on me then? I don't get it. All these beefs I'm supposed to have. Why ain't niggas did anything then, homie?
Pause.
Let's talk about the Whack 100 situation.
Okay, then never mind.
Not me. Yeah, because yeah.
Motherfuckers is a trip. I don't even want to entertain that no more because that shit, the bullshit ain't nothing, my nigga. And it ain't making no money.
No chilling.
Yeah, all right.
All right, yeah, let's go to the...
Hit Sig.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out, hey, man.
Yeah,
shout out, Sharp.
It sounds like you don't even want to try to help him. Like, try to give him some tips on how.
Because at this point, and I do respect the honesty, but at this point, it is like Godzilla King Kong. It's like, no matter what happens, there might be a point in time where like another monster come and y'all got to fight together. But for the most
Sharp
part,
will never be on my level, ever.
What do you think King Kong thought? That's what I'm saying. That's why they
No. That analogy does not work. He would never be on my level.
And not unless you need to fight a Gamora.
Who the fuck would me and Sharp be teaming up with?
That's a good question. And I can think of a name.
Damn homie seems like an interesting opponent.
No, she's not.
Y'all are different weight classes, but I feel like we could build the lore and the story.
I would never. No, fuck no. I would never do that shit.
Yo, that's crazy, but there is somebody. I feel like it is. It's somebody.
And it's always the unlikely. It's always unlikely.
I will never do content with Sharp. Sharp asked us about 17 times after the show, come to the live stream. For what, nigga? You couldn't keep up with the first conversation. Why would I go on your live stream, which would be this live stream right here? Why would I go on there to have a conversation with you? You proved you can't have a conversation at 10 a.m.
So there's zero chance you'd ever do a show with him?
I just didn't think about it after I forgot.
Huh?
There's zero chance you'd ever do a show with him?
Fuck no.
You wouldn't even sit across the table and have the discourse for the people who want it?
He's biased. Why are you asking him fair and balanced questions, Lauren?
It's done.
There's no nuance.
Nigga, I cooked this nigga, bro. I cooked this nigga. Like,
so what if we're still in the moment and he comes back with something crazy and the internet says he's cooking you? Then does he now rise to the level of worth having a conversation?
If Sharp get that tap dance footage,
Sharp
we gonna have to
can't
start rating this like the Drake
conversation.
beef.
Sharp can't have a conversation.
Okay.
He cannot have a
So
conversation.
you don't think there's any room for growth?
He needs to read a lot of books.
Damn, that's the advice.
Read a lot of books.
Okay.
Which ones would you recommend?
Off, bro.
Okay.
Stephen Pressfield, the Art of War,
Dale Carnegie,
yeah.
How to Win Friends,
Hell no,
Influence
bro.
people, yeah, all that shit.
Pivot King's Human Chess, but
Think
I
and Grow
mean, you
Rich.
probably already learned that
Grow
back
Rich,
when
nigga.
you was
Yeah,
a young
because
pimp.
it's not even like that. Like
Napoleon
it's not
Hill.
even. Yeah.
Yeah, Outwitting the
Fucking-
Devil. Yeah.
Fuck
Oh,
that
man.
shit, nigga. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, go to the next one. Let's just.
I
I
think
just
it's
want to. I just want to show y'all
this is
like
right.
Yeah, we have to hear it.
all these niggas. This is all his crash outs compilations post.
Very long drive.
AJ didn't cook me. AJ cooked them funky ass Air Forces on his feet. And he know that. And you know what, Church? If he was gonna come stream with me, I was gonna shoot him some kicks. He looked like he wear the same size. Y'all know I keep 80, 90 damn pairs. Some of them brand new shit. Nigga, I was gonna bless Church.
You believe that?
I don't give a
You think
I
you
was
had a
gonna
fresh pair of
bless him.
13s
Oh
for
yeah,
you?
for sure.
Seem like Church needs some help, even when he act like he don't. Like, I can't learn nothing from you. Well, shit, nigga, I can definitely teach you how to keep them dusty motherfuckers clean for sure.
Cook, nigga.
Do you think that's true? You don't think it's a single thing you can learn from Sharp?
Fuck no. I don't want to be.
But hold on, let's play with that idea. Like,
Yeah, devil's advocate.
Okay.
we
To
learn?
be
Sharp
to be
teach
fair,
AJ?
to
Yeah,
be fair,
yeah.
if I wanted to get into pimping, he could teach me that possibly.
Even
Possibly.
probably. It's
I think he
Probably.
would have to teach you how to rate bitches first.
Okay.
Yeah.
$5
He
Patreon.
definitely had to teach you how to rate women first. $5 Patreon for the context. And then
defend the pimp.
we can get into, keeping the bitch.
yeah.
All the other nuances. But yeah, your rating scale's off.
How you argue with a nigga like that? Y'all crazy.
Pause.
You can't argue with no nigga like that, man.
Yeah.
I gave it to whatever I could give, like for what I was gonna say, and it was whatever it was, my nigga. Like what we on?
Now, well, out of everything Sharp has said in this blue ass room, that is the truth. You can't argue with a nigga like this. This nigga's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nah.
But that's the thing, though. Y'all was there. Y'all know that was level 1 still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get a lot more egregious.
yeah.
Gets worse. It's about 5 levels of Menace.
Yeah.
I've only experienced something to like 3.5.
Yeah.
But it's
Like, we
it's two more like coveted ones.
It was so easy. The nigga just kept saying, I don't know what you're talking about, Church. You know what? I could tell. There's no reason for us to pick this up again.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just
Hell
got
no.
too much common sense.
Yeah.
you gonna do
Coach,
with that?
that
Common
was funky
sense.
sneakers.
This is
Flacco, shout out to Flacco getting to the bullshit on this too.
you want to put this one up?
Shout
or
out to
no?
Brick.
Nope.
All right.
There.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm not going back to the news. I refuse.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back. I feel like that shit, like, there's some niggas like, yeah, it's cool. Everybody can fuck with that
But
shit.
it take away from.
Yeah,
it take away. It's
It can
like
really
we
touch
always
bread.
in their face every
you
day.
know, really touch
Yeah.
bread through that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I learned through it, like, the last 6 months of being there, dog. I started going on the news heavy in August.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm at with it now. Like, it's been so much bullshit, dog. If I would have crashed out, I wouldn't be on that channel. So I try to just play it smart. Like, oh, nah. I ain't
Crashed out on who?
on a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
just with certain situations that have happened on the news, and I don't think we have to. We can be vague about it.
Nah, hell nah. You speaking in code, man.
No, but I think we already know like some of the things that I've had to endure. You know what I'm saying? And
Which
go-
ones?
I mean, shit. We already know what it is.
Only God held you back from that shoulder. Just
I just don't want to be a part of like. Because I just know like putting myself in certain. Because I just know putting myself in certain positions on me.
Yeah.
It's gonna downplay me. It's not gonna upplay me. Short's supposed to be a boss, a player. He already know how I get out. He just saw me boogie down, bro. Behind, see, I don't play all that extra shit.
Sharp, be real, Sharp.
If shit's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, my nigga.
Sharp, be
I don't
real.
got time for niggas to try to be telling, because that's all this internet shit does.
Sharp.
Niggas be having real problems with niggas. They not gonna run to the internet, dog. They know how to come get with a nigga. Let's kick that shit all the way 100.
Yeah.
I don't take half that shit serious that I see online. At first, I used to. I used to be like, oh, it's a problem. Now I see when niggas do that shit, man, you just trying to run a mode, my nigga. Sure. You just trying to get some numbers up. I get that shit.
Sharp, be real though, Sharp.
Well,
I say that shit in general.
Yo, how close was you from like swinging on and AJ the Menace? Like, how close was Sharp from just like taking off? Yeah.
To be real with you, I got better action with a nigga that has action to do that with on camera. Me sitting there giving that to a nigga that don't even have nigga. Y'all been running y'all shit as a collective. Y'all got 20,000 subscribers. Nigga, I'm pushing over 60 plus and don't even try.
Well, see, that's where he hung himself. Yeah. Because you can't be like, oh, why this nigga talking about my work ethic, and then at the end of your soliloquy be like, I ain't even trying. Like, nigga, all right, well, he's cooked. I think he just cooked himself right there.
Yeah.
I think you missed the side.
And all of us would have, of course, we would have more subscribers if we were getting a stimulus Monday through Friday on $1 million.
If we spent 2 months in LA just straight no jumper, hidden like,
nigga, even more specifically, if we spend a couple episodes with Mark, nigga. We might get GoFundMe up in this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a whole thing there. Yeah, nigga.
I was in the comments, oh my God, they're so young and inspired.
And it's like, and I find it interesting, like Flacco doing what Flacco do. None of the interactions that we've had either have been like on some fighting shit at all. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So that's another thing that's always like a weird misconception that happened. When two people are in front of each other, we didn't say anything to each other's faces that would even warrant hands.
But you gotta understand, like, he thinks that too, and that's just the trolls.
Yeah,
like that's just like the internet.
But no,
nigga.
Sharp even said, like, I'm not about to have that energy for a nigga who don't have
it's
it.
It's dumb as shit.
Yeah,
he's keeping it at his words, which you got to respect, and that's something I want to ask you. It's like, since you got like a personal bias towards a nigga, there's something about him that's like. Not that you respect or admire necessarily, but like, what is his redeeming quality? What is the one shred of credit that you could give him? Because that's what happens when you buy.
That's when you happen.
It's a whole lot of sour, but it's one little string of like, this motherfucker, he got that.
Well, no, this is the thing. Sharp is polarizing, which is why he did so well on Soft White Underbelly.
Okay.
Because as a person, the voice, the look, the nigga look like we've never seen this shit before. It's like a polarizing look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Overall, just like, and then his voice too is unique.
You gonna say you call him handsome on stream,
right? And then his voice is unique as hell, so that's gonna stand out on podcasting.
Yeah.
But on podcasting, if this is your new career, niggas love to make it seem like this is some bullshit, but all of them, they putting all this work into it though. You know what I mean? Like niggas love to make it seem like this isn't something you can be good or bad at. Yeah. It's just a thing you do.
Yeah.
But you're doing it every day. Yeah, it's goofy as fuck. So, yeah, he could be good, but he's proven that he can't have a regular conversation. So where are we going in podcasting?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it boils down to. And I'm not about to have a conversation for him.
It's
shout out.
He's just a bad podcaster.
It's not even the first time. He's like a good wild card maybe to throw in the middle or the back end of a podcast, but like carrying it, having his own career, no.
But before y'all had that riff on the news, up until that point in the conversation, how do you think he was doing?
We started with Diddy. The nigga sounded crazy.
His takes or like his ability to have a conversation? Because those are two different things.
Okay,
that's good.
Just because you don't like what he's saying,
that's true.
doesn't mean that he's not able to have.
Crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, at the same time, the nigga's right. Yeah, I had an agenda, nigga. I was really just looking for my window and I found it. That's just what it comes down to. So I don't know how the nigga was doing. He's probably doing decent, but nigga, I'm sticking and moving, nigga.
Yeah.
I was looking for my window to cook this nigga and I found it.
He was the mark.
Yeah, that's just what it was, bro. Fuck it, man. When you doing these appearances, bro. How many niggas have y'all seen on No Jumper News that y'all never figured out what their name was? You never decided to Google their name. You never decided to come back the next week. That is a
They probably got 3 more from last week.
Most of them. Literally most of them. So when you're a podcaster and you are going on tour, you can do both things. That's why if I put him and Pun's situation next to each other, it doesn't have to go the Sharp way. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, now I'm really just kind of just picking on you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. because we can have the dialogue. But if you can't have the dialogue, then it's like whatever.
Yeah.
You can't have the dialogue, you're gonna bully him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not even
you prey on the weak.
He said he would think he's strong.
Yeah, but
so if the weak if the weak thinks they strong.
Well, usually when the weak think they strong, I'm not gonna say that word.
But no, man. He just can't have the conversation.
Yeah. Well,
he's not able to form.
He's not capable.
He's not capable. Okay.
He's not. Good luck with your streaming career, nigga, or whatever the fuck you about to do. I don't know.
I think the best thing to do for him.
Go ahead.
Oh, nah.
But I hope that was fair and balanced.
That's as good as it's gonna get.
Hope that was a fair and balanced discussion.
This is the last one. I just think this is funny because
a little cherry on top.
He been talking about us. He been talking about me all week. He tried to act like he didn't know who the chat was talking about. And Remo, no hesitation. They talking about AJ.
Nigga said AJ the Menace from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Augustino said, big up, Sharp. I didn't like how those guys at your place of work, they're at a time and place for everything. That wasn't it. Hold your head up. All right, I'm trying to understand. I don't know who you talking about. Who you talking about?
AJ.
I'm talking about AJ, huh?
Yeah.
Think so? I mean, shit, my nigga.
You said what?
I'm looking at
He's more nuanced than
What you talking about that?
See, this why I like you here.
Yeah.
Why don't you come through more? See, that's why I like you
Because
here.
I don't like doing live streams.
But you're good at them, though, low key.
It's not that I don't.
You think they talk about AJ?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, nah.
Then the white forces, nigga.
Those are brown. Be honest.
In the desert stand forces, man.
And like we don't know Sharp's brain, like from his pimp perspective, like a tennis shoe nigga trying to come at him is just like
This is insane. I don't even have hard bottoms on.
Y'all have two different ideas of thought.
We do.
It's simple.
He stopped listening to you when he saw your shoelaces.
I was like,
yeah, that's why he kept saying, I don't even know what you're talking about, church. You're not even dressed like you go to church.
I was about to say, nigga.
Oh my God, that shit is hilarious.
Yeah, good times.
Well, good luck, nigga. You know, I'm sure you'll still have content coming out on No Jumper here and there, but
For sure.
You know who won't be watching it? This nigga.
Probably some interviews.
Not me. Shame on you. Oh, so let's talk about what happened right after that episode. I got a text from Adam, maybe an hour after we leave the venue. Or not the venue. I'm saying that shit like it was a concert. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And he's like, yo, check my Snapchat. Same thing that he posted online pretty much. And that was when he announced that he was going to be canceling all the shows.
Yeah, but that was the longest journey I've ever had to go through.
Oh my God.
I almost didn't get the news because when the nigga says go to my Snapchat story, it's like, all right, what does that mean?
Yeah.
He posted 30,000 things that day.
Man.
I was clicking for like 7 minutes. It was crazy.
I clicked so much I overclicked and gave up. I was like, nah, I'm not about to do that again.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna wait for
clicked
somebody
out.
to send it to me.
It was crazy.
Yeah, nah, but you had to click through a lot, and inevitably it just was like, news is getting shut down. It's no more.
All shows are getting canceled.
You don't have to worry about it.
All live shows are getting canceled, and that shit niggas in a frenzy. It was a lot of conspiracy theories. Allegedly, Menace Material whispered in Adam's ear and was like, "Hey, nigga, that live shit is a loss leader."
Yeah, which is crazy because we've actually never talked about No Jumper News.
Yeah, nah. Well, maybe if something happened,
yeah,
we
like
might have touched on
like
it.
in the aspect of how y'all feel about the news. You know what I mean? Like we've never done that before. So
I didn't think it was a bad idea until Adam started explaining it.
right.
It was, oh shit, maybe.
I remember when they first started it seemed like a good idea, but it was a little bit better back in the day. It was him and AD.
It was a little bit better.
Yeah, it was better. And it was only like 2 or 3 times a week. It wasn't 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't have that many hosts to pimp out.
Yeah. I can never make it through without yawning.
Old ass nigga.
Go see a comment about that.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Yeah, man, that wasn't, the timing was sick. But mentally, I don't know what y'all were thinking on the next day. But in my mind, for the next day when we go to the No Jumper News.
Because we were on the live one for contact.
We were
on the last one. Sorry.
The very last one, the last 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was like, let's just do exit interviews. That's how I went at it. How I went at that episode.
Yeah, nah, that was the first time I ever saw like an HR figure instigate beef in the workplace. you nigga, you weren't doing exit interviews, nigga. You was prying for information.
No, I wasn't. I was doing exit because you know what it was? It was like
interviews.
I feel like that's the best way to describe it because in my mind, I'm like, whoa, this is ending. That's kind of crazy. So maybe just ask everybody how their experience was and do they think this is a good idea?
Was that the DW day?
Yes, DW, Brick Baby, Almighty Suspect, us.
Yeah.
Hellcat.
Flacco.
Did Flacco?
Was Flacco there for that one?
He didn't.
I don't know. We did so much shit.
P-Nice was there too.
It was strange. It was strange and ironic that we were there for the last No Jumper news because this podcast started with the fall off of No Jumper. Yeah. So it's just like the full circle moment of that shit to where it's like 61 episodes later.
Yeah, we were there.
We remember watching this shit die.
I remember we called, or I don't know, we called it or somebody called it. Remember when AD&T Rel and all them left and like academics had them all on stream?
Yeah.
And they were like, niggas was like, yo, this is the unemployment office, like the No Jumper unemployment office. It's like we were doing it this time for this era.
Yeah, you was giving out EBT cards, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't, but you know. I was asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I was asking a lot of questions.
It was a lot of niggas. They was coming up to housing authority. They needed a place to stay.
Yeah, because it's, I don't know, it is kind of weird, bro. Because it's like, damn, I just met these niggas yesterday.
Yeah, some niggas was threatening to expose their old landlords and shit. It was wild.
Yeah, because I still don't know how DW feels about all this, even though
he crashed out a little bit. He didn't crash out. Anytime I say crash out, y'all know it's just like content, not like niggas riding down the block.
But even then, I wouldn't even say he crashed out in that sense too. Like he was. I feel like he was
content-wise. He kind of did.
I don't think
he definitely did.
He's not crashing out. This seems like I don't want to call it calculated because that seems like there's more math involved. But
it's over already too.
This is very directed.
Talked.
Yeah, I think that's what he wanted.
That actual phone
I think that's what he wanted. This wasn't like this was a battle. This wasn't a war.
Yeah.
This is a quick little, let me get this.
Yeah, it really wasn't. There was no hate behind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know how genuine it was.
The nigga just obviously wanted clarity, but it was strange how Adam called the nigga in the morning, but on the show, he was like, man, the nigga ain't even call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then,
that's the case with this nigga Adam all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever something happens, he's like, nah, I did it. And everybody else is like, it didn't happen.
Yeah, he said, I did call him.
Yeah.
And I was like, nigga, nobody called me.
Yeah. DW was like, nigga, ain't nobody called me.
Nigga, DW was like, nah, I ain't getting a single phone call.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Why did I bring up day 2?
But it's easy to
shame
do
on
that
you.
to Adam.
Day 2 was kind of chill though, for real.
Day 2, nothing crazy happened.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hellstar. Did we shout everybody out that was there?
Hellcat. Yeah.
You gonna shout them out, shout at them.
Yeah, I guess I was gonna wrap these two together just because they're not that long of a topic. On Shame on You as well. So the next day, Shame on You came out, and Duno was saying something about how you have to have accolades in order to do what we do.
If you want to be a player in this game, you have to have played.
Can you play that? But you can't put that on the screen either.
Okay.
Was that a good impression? That was my first time trying it.
Yeah, that critique.
But I feel like you have to have accolades to judge.
Oh, my shit was on
No,
point.
you don't.
Everybody can give an opinion.
No. Everybody give an opinion. But if you're saying that you're the ESPN of this, that means everybody on ESPN has accolades to back up their opinion.
But that's self-proclaimed.
What?
I'm talking about them saying that. That's self-proclaimed.
Yeah, they're the only ones saying that.
They're running with that.
We're not running with this. The ESPN. We don't go and look at their shit for feedback on what we do. They're saying that. That's their whole, they're carving. I don't mean it's true. That's their.
Yeah, you could take that with a grain of salt, or you can what's called. But if you react to it and you do that, then nigga, their job is complete.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah. You can get in the room with the people that you're critiquing.
But don't come for T-Rail because we'll start at ESPN, a real one over here, nigga. And we'll critique shit. That's what we do.
Go ahead, come for me. Go ahead, so I can come for me, so I can watch it, and then we gonna go on about our life. Who gives a fuck?
I fuck with AJ. AJ
He was over with this before it started.
I mean, but you just sit.
We're gonna create a ESPN nigga. I want to hand this nigga Malcolm X speech. I think it would sound beautiful. This nigga
pun read a Malcolm X speech.
Yeah. Yo, that shit would hit.
Yeah, that
shit would crazy. Actually,
somebody get AI to do it.
Yeah, this.
That'd be a crazy
pun
AI.
meeting Malcolm X. that nigga might fix the black community.
That shit would be fucking.
That'd be a crazy AI. Actually,
to your Duno impersonation, you ain't sound out of breath enough. But
yeah,
it is strange.
My shit was good though, right?
How come?
It was pretty good.
For the first time.
Yeah,
first
and you
time.
didn't hear it.
He's a hater.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
I didn't even get it. Like, I just did it off muscle memory. But
nigga,
have them tell it we don't got talent.
You're a professional. That shit was ass. But it is funny how like nigga, we can talk to Joe Budden, we can talk to Charlemagne, and we still not shit. Like our word, like of course,
because it didn't happen in L.A.
Yeah, and how do you feel about the accolades part?
What accolades?
Because those are accolades that we can ignore those accolades.
That's interesting because it's one of the easy
are accolades, but let's say they don't value those accolades.
That's one of the easy tactics to like put that piece out there. But all right,
can we just talk about skill? I mean, like
that's how I feel.
Majority of people reporting on sports haven't played sports. So the fact that you got a person who's played any amount of seasons talking is credible.
Okay.
You want to talk about accolades? Shit, nigga, we making our way. We almost there. Yeah. And when it's all, now I'm not even gonna talk like that because it's better to just prove and to show through actions and shit.
Actions and deeds.
I mean, hey nigga.
But
we got enough accolades to get mentioned on your mics.
I was about to say, fuck accolades.
How many accolades it take to get spoken on in your studio, nigga? And if it don't take much, what does that say about your studio, nigga?
Yeah.
That's a whole fact, low key. And then I was also thinking, I swear the debate just came up where they were trying to figure out how Stephen A. Smith only had like 1 point in his professional career.
They talked about that?
No, but I remember that just being a talking.
But you see, that's always going to be a talking point that comes up. And ESPN is never going to be like, oh, fuck, we got a nigga with 1 point.
Yeah. But
because he's a professional in his field.
Exactly. So that's when he said that, I was like, I could see it's easy to like say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't be saying anything valuable. Like, who gives a fuck that Joe Budden and fucks with them? That don't mean shit to me. I don't even watch Joe Budden, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's how anybody could be thinking.
If you think Joe Budden's a buster, you definitely think he's a buster.
We're not shit, bro. We're not ever gonna be shit.
So, like, all the people that are technically a part of our resume or accolade, they might all be busters in somebody else's brain.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it just makes me go back to the Stephen A. Smith. Like, that was the first thing that I thought of. I was like, these niggas be arguing about what was it? Jason Whitlock was just getting on this nigga about his averaging 1 point in the NBA.
Yeah, and some trivial shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a tactic, but that's kind of one of those like I got to get an easy bucket because I don't know how else I'm gonna score.
Yeah,
those
you
are
know what I'm
stats,
saying?
I think.
That's a real. It's like you can dunk the ball, that's cool, but it's like, hey.
But was the take bad?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like, let's just talk about that.
You score over there?
Yeah.
Put him on the wing.
But nah, man, shout out to Duno, man. I don't have a fucking problem with him, but it is funny how like everybody. I
just thought it was a good question.
Everybody brings up like this accolades thing, like nigga, like we're creating the accolades.
Yeah,
like you said, like we're literally making the accolades,
and especially with a Duno or like the dude on Ace Boy Punch shit that we're gonna talk about later. They're all doing their jobs with the information that they have.
Exactly.
Now they're speaking from a place that doesn't have a lot of research in it. And you always gonna sound a little off when you do that. But like they're doing the best of what they can.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Which is the same thing they said about us. Like we just talk about things with a little bit of information.
Yeah. All right, y'all ready to get over to this back on Fig?
Yep. This is a good transition. Cause this is back when T-Rail still had no idea what was really going on.
Yeah.
You know, the heathens in the chat had yet to send in the information. But you know, AJ normally intros topics, so fuck it, I'm letting him do it.
Oh, I thought you were about to do it. Honestly.
That's just what was on my heart.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so an old clip for the first time. This has happened to us. Got resurfaced, something from about 2 months ago. And,
this is only 2 months?
It was only 2 months ago.
Wow.
And we were talking about back on Fake. It was when the Big Deal did the Adam 22 interview. And long story short,
this nigga ain't shit. Yeah, this nigga ain't shit. You know how we start talking about it? Like he gets in the fuckboy position. He's like, yeah.
Oh no, I'm just scratching my chin, nigga. Worry about yourself.
Like a fuck nigga.
You see, he's scared of T-Rail, everybody.
So this,
but I was about to say, we was on Apollo,
yeah,
right? And
we
the video that AJ was talking about, it was a situation Big Deal and T-Rail was arguing, but the main consensus was that it was Heather's fault. She spoke out of turn.
We got to tell it from the top.
Yeah,
we got to tell it from the top. Okay, you said 2 months ago, right?
Yep.
2 months ago, Homeroom University reacted to a clip. We we saw some footage, and like National Geographic, we called what we saw. We was like, okay, then, there's some cougars over there. That's where the Panthers are. We was just naming the animals that we saw, right? Mm-hmm. So, long story short, he called somebody's wife a hoe. And this shit has followed us around LA for as long as we was there. I mean, it was literally it was a looming threat at every platform that we came on. And I don't want to call it a threat because threat is nothing.
We knew this was coming.
It was a looming rebuttal.
Yes. And I sent the clip to everybody. I said, look, I saw people typing this. They didn't, I don't think they sent no super chats and no shit like that, but like I saw it in the live chat at Cuhmunity.
Yeah.
And they were like, he called Heather a hoe, or those guys called Heather a hoe.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, fuck that. I don't even know what the clip says right now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, but long story short, it didn't come up during Cuhmunity. But when I found it, I sent it to y'all. I said, okay,
and another thing,
come up again.
I called her, and it's funny that I rewatched it. I technically told T-Rail to call her a hoe. Technically, but we're getting a little bit into the specifics.
In the full clip, if you want to be completely honest, you did tell him to call her. The clip literally starts with him calling her a hoe allegedly, and it ends with me talking about Amber Rose, but it ends before I say Amber, so it looks like I'm talking about Heather.
And the clip that started all of this was that I was supposed to go up and see Lil Wayne, but I stayed with T-Rail. That's what she said.
Right.
And that was the clip we reacted to. So fast forward. Nigga, we on Apollo. Shout out to everybody that was there.
Yeah. We was having a great time too.
A specific individual kept spamming, like they called.
It wasn't a specific individual. It was a gang of niggas in there.
Yeah, it was a couple.
It was a gang of niggas?
It was a couple.
Pressure bust pipes, nigga. It was bursting.
Yeah.
By the time Friday came, half the chat was them niggas called her hoe. That's all it was. That's all it was.
I was scared for Mac Wop's plumbing.
That's all it was.
And so we ended up, what ended up happening first? Oh, well, first he called.
Yep.
First he
we
called.
were in the middle of a conversation, and T-Rail calls in. Who'd he call in on? Whose phone was it? Keem's phone call in.
But the way it was facilitated, which is why
it was a little sloppy. It was a little sloppy because I was sitting there and I'm like, who is this nigga on the phone with? Mind you, Keem is interesting on podcasts because like I've never seen a nigga like get up so many times and like just answer a phone on the couch. I'm like, yo, this nigga. I was like, this is crazy. Like,
he do be doing random shit
like just random shit throughout the pod. So he's on the phone. I'm like, damn, I wonder who we're on the phone with. And then he started trying to put it up to the mic. But it's a weird transition. It's like
it didn't start there.
I don't think Mac Wop was paying attention that we were trying to get to a call.
It started with TF. TF said, hey, the chat keeps saying, the chat said y'all call Heather a hoe. Mm-hmm. They said that y'all got it crazy.
What's that about?
So let me just talk about, even if it wasn't a play, let's just say it was, we know it was a play. It wasn't I would say that it wasn't a play on the Apollo side. It was a play on the Back on Fig side. That was orchestrated by Six and T-Rail because I think he watched it before as well too.
Nah.
But long story short, that was already premeditated. I think Apollo did what they would normally do in the natural circumstance anyway. So like when TF brought it up, he said, hey man, the chat saying y'all call Heather a hoe. What's that about? I was like, here it goes. Here it goes. And then he was like, he said it again because niggas was quiet. So I will say
that'll make you.
We got to speak to this.
Yeah,
we have to speak to this.
You have to,
and you have to speak to it immediately.
You got to.
We'll stop talking then, nigga.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't say, because this is a weird situation, right? Like we know who specifically called her a hoe, but that's also some hoe shit to be like, my co-host is the one that said it.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
why he's supposed to say it.
I'm just sitting there waiting for like the shit to happen, but I'm not gonna just be like my nigga called him. We're waiting for him. It makes me look bad.
They don't make you look bad, nigga. Not about looking at you. But and my thing was like, called her a hoe, man. Like when you tell like called her a hoe, I could have said a lot worse. Yeah,
but we're not here to do that though.
And of course, like, yeah, I mean, what happened. You know, I told T-Rail that he should possibly look at her in a certain light that he doesn't, obviously.
because of ammunition that she put on the internet.
So you're standing on your point right now. Is that what you're doing?
I wouldn't say I'm standing on my point, but when it's fuck my mother, it's hard for me to kind of distinguish if I was right or wrong. Especially
Don't
when,
get emotional though. That's what they want. That's what they want.
Especially,
That's what they want.
When the person we're talking about, it's like, if anything, I was just kind of reiterating what she said.
So you're standing on your point. You got to stand on something firm.
I guess I'm standing on it.
I mean, you stood on it on LOI. It's out there.
Yeah, you stood on it a lot firmer on LOI.
My thing is standing on it. My thing is standing on it isn't nigga, she's a hoe. It's like, man, if you're gonna try to come at me like if I did something wrong still, I honestly think I did exactly what I was supposed to do in the best way possible. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was supposed to go up and look at Lil Wayne, but I stayed with you. I mean, look, it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Honestly,
it could have been worse.
Yeah.
And
what do you? And the thing that confuses me is like the cognitive dissonance from a bunch of like grown ass men. It's like we've all called somebody's daughter a hoe if we saw them doing some hoe shit. Has that never happened to you before?
That has, but
are hoes not real people? Well, are we acting like these aren't people that exist?
Or
you get what I'm saying?
Or
if you see something online, a girl doing some potentially hoe shit, and you call her a hoe, it's not even personal to her.
But it's
just an astute observation.
But Tony, is also where you put hoes in terms of like the spectrum of life. Like hoes isn't the bottom barrel of like people to me.
It gets worse.
Hoes is just like shit.
It's a lifestyle.
It's like you can use it how you want to. That's whatever you do.
Yeah.
But again, just to reiterate, I didn't say anything outlandish.
That's what. But y'all are laughing. But that's kind of what's fucked up about it. Is because, and especially the way that some of these niggas in regurgitating the clip made it seem. They made it seem like this nigga came here and be like, I fuck T-Rail. I can't respect him. His wife a slut. He was like, nigga, hey, this is. You essentially said how you would feel.
But it's weird though, because at the same time, I feel like I do understand. Like, man, it was kind of rude, but nigga, it wasn't. I don't say anything out of like just thin air. I'm not like that, man.
Yeah, okay. So
you get what I mean?
There's a couple things.
And real quick to put it into perspective, like you are T-Rail, right? You got a wife that you know did some questionable shit.
Oh,
she be going on the stream giving out hypothetical, giving out all the ammunition, right? And some country bumpkin from across the fucking country, calls her a hoe because she did something and she admitted to something. And how do you react?
And you got to understand, like, this isn't the first time a situation, and a couple people in the comments have like even brought this up. This isn't the first time, two men are arguing because of something she did or said in the past. And this is a recurrent thing. But to answer your question, I would be angry, nigga. I would be upset.
At who? At who? It's really at you.
It's myself. I'm mad at T-Rail, which is me
in this situation, and that's why like I low key had compassion for T-Rail in this shit because it's like fuck your mama. I get it. That's what you're supposed to do. Right. That's what else do you do nigga. In that situation? The thing is, this is some shit that like you're gonna have to pay for when you make a decision like this. Like if I, my girl did questionable things, I'm gonna be expected to be paying for this for a long time.
And don't
in terms of other people calling this shit, in terms of whatever the fuck.
But Tony, also don't try to make it my problem.
What
you get what I mean? Like don't try to make it my problem. This into what you said, right? This is this is a bigger issue than Homeroom, J Nobles, AJ, Tone, white man behind the boards. Because I'm pretty sure you agreed to the whole talk. This is bigger than this. This is about crazy. We're a team. This is about T-Rail and maybe he still has some unfinished things he needs to fix in the dark. You get what I mean? As far as like how he views.
No, don't do that. That's unnecessary.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm saying like as far as like how he views like his wife if he still has that. If he still,
he didn't learn a lesson.
But
there's nothing learned.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
All right, well, let me tell y'all what I'm thinking. So, I genuinely did not think y'all was about to go there. So, what I think happened just now is we skipped over the dead silence after we were asked by T.O.
For sure.
I thought I answered for that.
No, we did not.
I answered for that.
You can't answer for that. He has to answer for that.
Oh, so what do you? Okay, yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying.
I said it was like niggas was like,
Okay.
Like how do I get into this without saying like I was a nigga?
But hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
This is why what you did after that by not addressing it looks a little crazier. Because if you're this
not
passionate,
addressing what?
You just address why you're doubling down on your point of calling her or having that, the context or calling her that, right? Even though you didn't. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, right?
You know what he was doing.
Doubling down on your point. But if you're that strong and doubling down on it, then when they asked, we shouldn't have been looking at each other waiting for you. Because you literally sat there like.
How long y'all think y'all was waiting?
Nigga,
it was a little.
We can pull it up. I have it.
It wasn't egregious. It wasn't egregious, but it was a break. It was an awkward break to where I was like, I don't know what I should be doing right now.
But this is the only reason why I think it's an issue if we're gonna be talking the way we talk, is because if we're gonna talk the way we talk, if a nigga asked me, if I was you, did y'all call Heather a hoe? Yes, we did. I did. But immediately. You have to say it immediately. You can't. You know what I'm saying? If you did it, you have to. We are waiting for you to the point that like Tiny was like,
yeah, like who the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
And then he even tried to do some shit to where he was like, nigga, you the leader, answer for it. Yeah, and at that point, it's like, no, okay,
we
are a crew, we are a show, but we all have our own points. We gotta stand on it. If you're not gonna stand on it in person, even if T-Rail's not the person, we knew that moment was coming. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I sent the clip to everybody.
Okay.
We knew what we were walking into.
I knew what I said in it.
As fucked up as it is, if I had just said in a previous clip, like, I'm glad somebody got like, I don't know, something bad to them. I doubled down on it. Whatever, right?
Yeah, you just said something to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it immediately, and then I'll be like, we can pull up the clip, or I can give you context of how we even got there, because it didn't just come. But I'm gonna say immediately, yes.
Yeah,
because I want to continue to have my strong points.
And the reason that there was time taking place is because it's like I didn't like in my head. Did you call Heather a hoe? It's like there's a real nuanced thing, right? Because I was making a joke, and you know how this shit go with the jokes. I don't even want to bring up like the comedy aspect, but I ended up saying yeah. I ended up saying, yeah, I did it.
And I wanted you to get your point off, but that was something I was going to say. Once the cat got out the bag.
And this wasn't like a 3-minute process. It was like, yeah, I did it. Let's talk about it. We watched the clip. Y'all didn't have to speak for me. At least I didn't feel like y'all did. You get what I mean?
I was disappointed in your unpreparedness.
Everything that I said yesterday or 2 days ago or even now about like the context of the clip, I said there.
When the pressure was on, it was hot in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, we knew this was coming. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be honest.
I didn't know where it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I knew we were not leaving LA before we had to address that clip. I knew we did.
Right. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. There was a point I forgot it was coming because that's all I'm saying. I was so disassociated with what happened at first that like they was like, "Yo, why T-Rail mad at you?" I was like, "Nigga, all I said about the niggas is that he had potential."
Yeah, you started talking about some random shit. I'm like, no, nigga, we're at the whole clip right now. It's happening right now.
That's how disconnected I was. I forgot he actually did call this.
Yeah. Well, technically, it depends. I told her how he should look at her.
You gotta stand on your points, bro.
I did.
If you're gonna go that hard, you gotta stand on it immediately.
I did stand immediately.
You got to.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Look at the position you put me in.
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. We're a team. If it went there, nigga, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also not gonna like throw you out the bag either, because that's also
but that's why. That's why we have to.
I had to be quiet.
That's why we also have to hold each other. It's got to be. We got to hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying?
I hold myself accountable before y'all should ever feel like y'all need to, and I want y'all to know that face to face. Don't ever try to hold me accountable before I try to do it myself. But I understand what y'all are saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying. But everything that I said there is exactly what I said now. Nigga, watch the clip. It's a little bit. The context literally changes everything.
It does. And this
not is and I don't want to make it seem like it was hot in that room. Honestly, for me, I was very cool.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That's because you didn't seem like you didn't even want to address it.
It was.
No, it's not that. It's
I don't think it was hot in the room.
Maybe not hot in the room, but this is a good time to handle it quickly.
Hold on.
It was just a quick, awkward moment that happened because even like Tiny has said
hot is an exaggeration.
Hot is an exaggeration.
Sure.
Even Tiny has said like, nigga, I wasn't pressing the nigga. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck the chat was talking about.
He wasn't. Yeah,
nigga, we watched the Mavs and Minnesota Timberwolves game right after that shit.
We did.
We was all in that motherfucker.
Yeah, we don't got to talk about how cool we are after.
Apollo was the whole even after that moment, the whole podcast was lit. You know what I'm saying?
And I do agree, and I did address it.
Yeah,
I did address it. I was like, hey, I did it. I'm the one. You got me.
Right.
My hands are up. And I addressed it accordingly.
Yeah.
In a respectful manner, right? I wasn't saying as many jokes as I am now. I was being a little bit more straightforward. Like, nigga, you gotta watch the video. I don't think I did. And I even said verbatim, I don't think I did too bad. I think I did a pretty good fucking job.
Oh yeah, on the clip.
Oh, you
I think I said exactly what needed to happen.
Because this is the thing too. Like, this wasn't 100% orchestrated by us, but long story short, Six saw it, sent it over to T-Rail. I'm pretty sure T-Rail saw it too. It was definitely an organized. It was definitely an organized play.
It went through the pipeline.
Yeah, but I knew that's what I was walking. I just knew. I knew already. You know what I mean? I've watched these niggas enough. This is what they do. They we were gonna get roped into one of these plays, and we got a body to play.
Yeah, had to.
You know what I'm saying? Like because that's what they do. And 7 days a week with each other. You know?
Yeah. And
so, but going. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah, I was about to say, you should have told us like, yo, I think it's gonna be a fucking debacle in here. You ain't say that, nigga. I'm fucking with you.
I'm about to say, man, I sent you all the prep work. I said, I'm sending these niggas because that's the thing. Anytime a nigga gets mad, I have to check the tapes to see where the line was crossed.
Where it's at.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got to see we're wrong too.
And so
we got to see we're wrong.
That's why it's like, yeah, you got to see where you're wrong. I'm not mad at your take at either. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because what I saw the Reddit do to them, what I think the play that was run premeditatedly to her, I don't really like that either. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's a narrative.
It's a narrative that like Six or
T-Rail saw that clip way before, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And that was really Heather's first time seeing it.
Exactly.
So I don't like that was her first time seeing it.
But I saw
you know what I mean?
I saw the reaction clip, and Heather knew that T-Rail saw it way ahead of the fucking because it's not like they just find out what they're talking about. And then when
I saw the Reddit do afterwards, I was like, nigga, this is savage. The compilations are sickening. And
that's what I feel bad about is like the after effect. Let me speak on it.
Avalanche.
Let me speak on it. Like
that's what I'm saying. Because I really do feel
because all of this wasn't as serious as like honestly, a lot of niggas made it seem, but the avalanche, like you said, it's just multiple videos that are like, nigga, I didn't even know these existed. You get what I mean?
He had to double down on his take, nigga. He saw more evidence.
But but I'm only doubling down. One is fuck Miss Portia, but also it's I didn't say anything.
No, I get you on that.
I ain't pull a rabbit's ass out of nowhere.
In my mind, I do think too, like, what if everything was handled like smoothly? You know what I'm saying? Like he was gonna do that no matter what.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm saying? But like even everything, but those initial moments leading up to it, that momentum. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was perfect.
Yeah.
Shout out to T-Rail for that care package.
Yeah, so I didn't like that. That might have been her first time seeing it. I don't think they did anything wrong or whatever like that. You know, like
and it's my thing, right? Like I saw the reaction for her. And I could tell she was hurt, but it's also the context, man.
The context matters.
The context.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have dug it up though. Yeah.
And that is a good point on Heather, because it's like.
But I'm saying like she's a good person. Like she can be.
And the thing that sucks about shit like that is that she could be a completely different person today that's like trying to ignore all that past. But that's what happens when you have a past like that on the internet.
Yeah.
That's just.
But one of the other things too, though, that I do want to just kind of throw out there as well too. 2 months ago when that clip happened, I've been watching, like checking in back on Fig, seeing what the things that have been happening on the Reddit or whatever like that. I didn't show them for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I figured it might go there and we might meet one day or something possible. You know?
You didn't show back on Fig the clip for.
There's reasons why we have. I don't even think y'all can check up until this most recent week. I don't think we've covered back on Fig since that clip. And the reason we haven't covered back on Fig since that clip is just because I felt like I didn't want us to cover a clip and have it always come back to her. Whether it be the case or not.
Even if we explain that.
Yes.
But when are we going to give that grace to other people? You get what I'm saying? Like, when does this end?
I've given that grace to other people. Like, there's certain shit that I'm not like talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like children.
There's certain shit
like that
we don't talk about, but it's like.
So like, I feel like. So this is what I'm saying. I feel like if a lot of the clips that I watch or a lot of the worst moments of Back on Fig that I would typically cover because it would be a good title that would do well. If it weighs heavy on her side as being the reason that the clip is so terrible but good for us content wise, I've left it off.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
But
because then it'll.
Yeah.
I don't want it to look like a pattern.
You don't want it to look like we're personally trying to attack one person because it's not true.
Which we're not.
Exactly.
Which we're not. But regardless, it's like I do agree with that. That's cool, you know, whatever. But like, you know, feelings, it's gonna be feelings that get hurt.
Right.
But what you're not gonna do is try to manipulate like our compassion that we may have for things that we have said.
True.
Try to sway.
I agree with that.
You get what I mean?
Because
at that point it's bullying, and I'm not stupid. But I do agree because that is wrong. Because we don't hate Heather.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody hates Heather.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Nobody hates Heather. It's some of the like comments on this shit. Not even the comments, just the people reacting to it. Like I forgot. I don't know the dude's name, but he's on Ace Boy Punch shit.
Rio.
The Guatemalan dude in the back.
Rio. Ace Boy Rio.
Mm-hmm. The dude like
with the braids and shit.
With the braids and shit. Nah, he was like, man, why don't that nigga like black love? I was like, damn, you got a Guatemalan man telling you don't like black love.
Real quick, man, it's certain niggas that like you could tell they're not podcasters.
Yeah,
we'll get over to Rio later.
But like,
because
what, like, nigga, why are you trying to make it seem like this is the Rumble in the Jungle, nigga?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was a little
like,
crazy. Nothing he said made sense.
It's almost like, look, man.
And the funniest thing was
we get into that next then, since we here?
Yeah, we can get to that next. Let me see. Do I have any closing thoughts on this?
I think that was a pretty good circle back moment.
Okay.
I heard Jay Noble's actually sound like he had a little compassion.
Yeah, I was about to say
Lauren. I heard like he really.
It was good. It was close.
It was close.
Okay.
Yeah, it was close.
Right.
Okay. I appreciate that, white man.
All right.
White man said I did great. Fuck
all right.
Oh, I did my cuss.
All right, Ace Boy Worldwide. That's Ace Boy Punch channel, and his main, his definite B mic or main person is Ace Boy Trey, and then Ace Boy Rio. I think he's been around for a while. I don't remember him being there from the very, very beginning, but he has been there for a nice amount of time at this point. He might have been there from the beginning. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, so I don't even know where to start with this, man. Ace Boy Rio.
Don't do research because he didn't.
I was about to, nigga. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know who this good brother is, but he means so well.
Yo, his heart is in the right.
It really is.
He means too well.
Jigs.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, to where it's like I don't even know what you're talking about, but I can tell the intention is pure.
I could tell. It's you're a real nigga.
It's just virtue.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
It's just virtue signaling.
That's really what it is on a hard level.
Like you mean well,
and it's crazy because he chose a topic where he was kind of like halfway right. And so it makes it even worse.
It was kind of a topic that you can't be wrong in, especially if you're defending
that's what I'm saying.
I can.
He was protecting black love, nigga.
Yeah.
How could you be wrong protecting black love?
Yeah, that's true.
But that's the thing, right? Like, that's what he did to me.
That nigga said, how many black couples are making it in media right now?
I
was like, I don't think they're trying.
I'm like, Oprah, Stedman,
so just like,
I'm trying to,
like, off the rip, like, what is the first clip that I put in here? Where do we start? I want to educate Ace Boy Rio.
On what?
We've been exposed on what we do.
He was uninformed.
He's very confused.
Yeah. You know,
real unclear about what we do.
I empathize with you because, you know, early on in my podcasting career, I made similar mistakes. You know, I came in here and just popped shit without even knowing what I was talking about. But
well, 1 second.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know.
That's not something that can continue to happen.
I don't know if we can put Ace Boy Pun's thing on the stream. He might have his copyrighted too.
Yeah, don't put it on the stream.
Yeah, we might just only be able to hear it. Go back like 5 seconds with the.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, didn't they pull our video up?
Yeah, just hit play.
Yeah, just hit play.
Now we got next week's episode. Like they call themselves ESPN.
That's some pure bullshit.
Nigga, you are commenting on niggas commenting on the sports game. You're not even commenting on the game. You commenting on the niggas that's commenting on the game.
Yep, hit pause.
Oh yeah, pause right there.
Yeah. So Ace Boy Rio, you are part of the game.
Yes.
You are the game.
Yep.
We are the commentators, and the game is podcasting.
Yes.
That's you. That's Ace Boy. That's everybody in that room. That's everybody at Back on Fit. That's everybody at Fake Community World. That's everybody at No Jumper.
Media personalities.
That's everybody at the Black Effect Network.
Yep.
If you jump on this microphone, you are a player.
Congratulations
in the game.
You made it.
Congratulations on your rookie year.
Congratulations, nigga.
Yeah, you got the energy we like, but think about it the other way. And I did fuck up because I started saying ESPN and I should have said Sports Center.
Yeah, and like the ESPN shit just confused everybody.
God, I hate fucking marketing up like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because then that really like
it changes.
I said it multiple times. It's ingrained in people's heads. It's not. That's not accurate. You know?
Over. We're the ESPN
it's
now.
It's fucked, bro. It's Sports Center.
It's Sports Center.
It's Sports Center. Yeah. So that's our apologies. So yeah, y'all are the game. Y'all are the game. So that's number one.
Yeah, that was your first clause you had misconstrued there.
Yeah. Puns on destruction. What did I put on that?
Puns on destruction.
Yeah. The perfect description.
I got some puns on destruction. It sounds like a
comic book.
You could tell he finna talk some shit.
I love when Pud talks some shit.
Shit, what happened? Apollo invited them, huh?
Yeah, of course.
See you in chat, Tiny.
After you said on the show with
true Apollo fashion.
Tiny stood on business though.
They invited the niggas over.
My boy Mac, wow.
Yeah, like cause them niggas didn't know anything about TF and Tiny and King. They like found out when.
Oh man,
$5.
That's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, that is the first time. That's
We've
happened,
never had a
actually.
buffer while we was. That's insane.
Yeah, go ahead.
What does that mean? What do you think that means?
There is like people are saying there's.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
I think one of the biggest underlying tones is that there's a feud between Back on Fig and Apollo.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
That narrative. I've been seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, I think they definitely had issues at some point, but whatever. But it's not like they really got issues.
But
though.
the fact that like the whole debacle, with, that makes it worse.
Even the sign, even them moving the MacWap sign out of Back on Fig Studio over to the Apollo was a big deal. Right? That's why I was like, you seen Focus since the sign came back.
Yeah.
So because it's like even that was a big deal. But I don't know, Pun is feeding into his shit, but let's hear what Real got to say.
Know anything about TF and Tiny and Keith? They like found out when
like live.
Should I cook?
Cook.
No, go ahead. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna cook in a minute.
Okay. But Tiny and it was like, nigga, so what did you say? Cuz like what did you say?
He snapped right back into it.
And he knew he had said some shit about Heather, but he was trying to act like, I don't know, just play the clip. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, nah, nigga, you said some disrespectful shit. And you on this couch, nigga, like, shit can happen. You know what I mean?
Pause real quick. My fault if that's an interruption. But see, and that's the thing that you were speaking to is like, we can't give easy pawns like that out.
Of course.
Because, and another thing that, like, when you were saying this shit, I get what you coming from when you saying, like, the joking aspect, but I feel like that's another pawn that is like, it's going to be easily misconstrued to niggas trying not to understand to where, oh, now the nigga joking. Now it's all joke. You know, you get what I'm saying? It's like it's certain pawns we gotta be careful with throwing out. But I know what you mean though.
Hey, we got that pawn back, nigga. Don't even worry. That's one.
We didn't get that back.
Crazy.
We lost that one.
Now you play chess.
Like you don't have to do what you say. And niggas be thinking like,
$5
you take their pawn to get your pawn back. You take their pawn. If you lose a pawn, you get their pawn. You got that shit back.
That was real, bro.
You got it back.
It was
That
real.
was real.
Real time.
That was real, bro. That was real.
Oh my God.
$5 Patreon. That's exactly how he plays chess.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, please subscribe.
For sure.
The story's there.
Full circle moment, Nobles. I told you like a long time ago, you got to work on your accountability, my brother.
What did we tell him? We've had numerous therapy sessions on LOY. Glad shit's sticking.
The nigga telling me that I can't play chess is the nigga who I beat. But just subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, all right, let's get back to this clip.
Shit can happen. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to deal with what you say. Like, you're going to have to deal with what you say. And niggas be thinking like, oh, it's just about getting packed out. Niggas have, never mind.
Oh, let me see.
Unfortunately, a lot of these guys, we in a world to where a lot of times you don't deal with what you say though. You know, like it don't be no repercussions or consequences, and that shit is sad, man. Because like our world, where we come from, why people think like, oh, you guys are bullies, or you think you're tough guys. We don't think we're none of that shit. But we was raised on morals and respect, and we knew like if you cross this line, this is something you have to deal with. We was told that by the older niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, check this out. These are the lines you don't cross. And if you cross them, be prepared to deal with X, Y, and Z. And a lot of these cats don't. You know, they say what they want. They disrespect who they want to. And then they just
fall back on. What do they fall back on?
Content. You know,
like
they
use it
as content. And then
it's content.
There's no, you know, like I couldn't imagine
Pun is
sitting with a
fucking hilarious,
nigga
bro. Yo, Pun.
one of y'all.
Oh man,
he's one of my favorites now.
Like multiple times, and don't know her, don't have no context by you just calling her a hoe to be cute or to be funny. Or to be
hit
cool.
pause real quick because now
No
the Ace Boy trays, like not the Ace Boy tray, but yeah, this segment of the show is zero context. This is literally, is they just saw the clip.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is the response.
Heather got called a hoe.
I don't even think they saw the clip.
Well,
They're about to pack in the
I take that back. Rio saw the whole thing.
Yeah, and
he saw the whole thing because this was the day before.
Yeah.
But Ace Boy Trey did not. He's definitely moving off the.
I don't think both of them niggas saw it.
And it's
Rio
like
was
you
at Back on
gotta.
Fig though when T-Raw called in, so he saw it. He saw it. Yeah.
And Trey just he getting the information from him, and he ain't even fucking. That nigga said,
it's always different when you get information
always different
from
when it's
somebody.
second hand. That nigga said he went on there. He was like, "She's a hoe. I can't respect the nigga."
Yeah.
That's what he said.
For sure.
He turned you to the
Pun's seen
boogeyman.
it all though, but he's letting these niggas cook. Though.
Because Pun is like, that's why I respect Pun. I respect niggas that play chess. I respect niggas that play chess is different. But you know that you don't get a pawn back when you lose them.
Yeah, bruh. He really
take more.
He really let them get off, and then I think that's when he ends it with the. Yeah, nigga, stop inviting these weirdos. Said,
Yeah, nah.
The fucking cherry on top, nigga.
Stop inviting these weirdos. Yeah, nah.
I was about to say.
That was when he went on his run. That shit
Shout
was
out.
Nigga with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah,
go
nah.
ahead, hit that again. I think it might be coming up. I really want to hear it.
All right.
Cameras would have went on.
That's crazy. All right, let me see. I'm gonna go to Yaz's page real quick to get caught up.
Yes.
Yaz got everything.
But that's what Tiny was saying, nigga. Tiny was like, nigga, I feel like if y'all was out here, y'all wouldn't be acting like that. Y'all doing all that shit from
niggas from like
South or
Not
North Carolina, one of them.
Yeah.
Like if you had to deal with niggas, you wouldn't be calling a nigga's wife a hoe,
and that's
nigga.
what I'm saying. Like,
and he was like, no, I'll pull up on him. Like, nigga, pull up to get what, nigga?
Yeah, pull up
You
to
think
get
niggas
what?
is trying to talk to you?
That's how you know these niggas nerds.
Niggas ain't trying to talk to you.
That's how you know these niggas nerds.
Pause real quick.
Forgot it went there.
Like shit is getting like, bro. You know
First of
what I'm
all,
saying?
that's our mistake for calling ourselves Homeroom University. It's like when you say you study, it's easy to get called a nerd, nigga.
It's easy.
That is true. Because he was like, there was a one point where he was like,
8-9
he
podcasts.
said, this nigga said he do 8-9 podcasts. This nigga's a fucking loser. This nigga's a nerd.
So you should inform to what he talk about.
All he's doing is watching podcasts and shit, but like that. But
It's like,
damn, what did he say right before he said
he
that?
said it was violence. It was violence.
Yo, yeah, that's the thing with this. Okay.
Oh, about the pull up.
Yeah, bro.
But why do niggas think like what's up with LA and like pulling up Like pulling up here is like, nigga, let's talk this out. Like, nigga, we're gonna settle this.
Right.
Like, but that's what he was saying. He was saying you think you trying to talk, nigga? If you pull up, that nigga ain't trying to talk with you.
But he's also
that's
saying,
what he's thinking.
Yeah, he's also saying in the context of this.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like in the context of what a man would do for his wife.
Right.
Exactly.
So like he's saying in his mind that's off the table conversation.
Right. Yeah.
But that's what this podcast resorts to every time.
Nigga,
so like
we're conversationalists.
That's what we're podcasting.
I don't throw
like,
punches, nigga.
Rio in podcasting.
I'm not gonna look at him.
If that's like the end
wants.
conclusion every time, it's a terrible podcast. It's a terrible podcast.
Wait, to like ending to the fist.
Yeah, and to where it's pulling up, it's squabbling it out. It's like podcasting is the art of conversation, cultivating the show. So if you're just talking about pulling up and fighting niggas, that's not the art of the conversation.
Nigga, you ever heard your tongue is your sword, nigga?
Yeah,
like nigga, that's our weapon. So
especially but
games.
and the only reason
they definitely gonna call us nerds now. So y'all niggas do language arts, nigga.
Yeah. So now, and that's another thing too. I understand he's coming from the context of there is no conversation because this is about a man's wife, but I'm just saying in general, it's not like this podcast doesn't do that anyway. Like this is an end conclusion to almost all conclusions that y'all have on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beating a nigga up or possible violence. So even though I can understand why you might say it in this situation, this is not. It's dried the fuck up.
It's dry. And it's fucked up because they're going to respond to this part of the conversation and not listen to the 40 minutes of like actually diving on the topic that we did.
Right.
And so it's just going to be some more shit. But, hey, we'll watch that too.
And then it's like, man, I've never said anything that I can't defend. Yeah. So in my head, that comes with like a different amount of respect. Like you got to respect that. Like the fact that I can defend my points,
for sure,
in a word manner, like nigga, it's a certain amount of respect,
for sure.
And then like with the whole aspect, like man, if they was really living out here, man, it's like, would you really speak on the people the way you do? And I honestly thought about that. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, I think they don't know us, and they underestimate like how I feel about free speech, and specifically like comedy. But like that's a language most people don't really like. It's like whatever. Right. But as far as this, like nigga, we speak for a living. So you telling me
podcasting is,
like you're almost like taking your two hands and doing this to my lips. You get what I mean? Like trying to put it in a perspective, like, oh, if you was living out here, you wouldn't. You know what I mean? You wouldn't conversate. You wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest difference is,
if anything, I would know more to conversate. About it more. And
I think the biggest difference with that too is that when Tiny was saying that or asking us that, he doesn't watch a lot of our content.
But
he just met us.
So if the first thing he's hearing is that we get at niggas, Heather might be, he might think we're just like off the rip on every subject like that too. Yeah. So it's like that's why it's so easy to say yes, I would talk the same, because it's not like the words lead to violence. You know what I mean? Anything can lead to violence.
Anything can lead to violence.
You're not saying things that purposely step on a nigga's line.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. He's not instigating violence in any means.
Right.
No, and most men, grown men, should be able to have harsh conversations or real conversations.
And niggas know when you've crossed a line. Like all of us know.
And it normally takes crossing the line in the midst of that conversation for it to like, because now I have to check. Did you cross the line? I got to ask you in front of you. Of course. Hey, you just crossed that line. Is that what you did? Are you doubling down on that?
And being
you know what I'm
good,
saying? And now it's different.
And also another aspect of like being good at communication, other than listening, is understanding where the other person is coming from. So I'm not like looking at them like they're crazy.
Right.
They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Everybody's nigga.
It's an ecosystem.
Nigga, this is a circle, nigga.
And
we all getting our turn.
Yeah.
But it's like, man. Yeah, I've never seen Rio before. I don't know how long he's been podcasting, but yeah.
Oh wait, one more thing. Go to that last timestamp that I had in there.
All right.
Stop inviting these weird ass niggas ass up
here. Yeah, it does that little screen.
Yeah, thing. He definitely got on his soapbox and was he sounded like Lawrence Fishburne in Boyz in the Hood. Was that Boyz in the Hood?
You ain't got nothing.
He was the dad in that movie, right?
Niggas know you ain't got that.
You'll get stripped.
nigga, like it's not nice. It's not fun, nigga. Like I don't want you to. I really don't want them niggas to have to learn a lesson like that.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
But
I
nigga,
don't guess what? Niggas get hurt no more.
A nigga don't want to teach you that lesson, but guess what? A nigga will have to do it.
Yeah.
On the strength of just everything in life, nigga. Like you gotta be taught the lesson.
Yeah.
Stop operating in this goofy ass shit where you just trying to make content. Are you trying to be relevant to where the fact that you'll talk about a nigga's wife?
My thing is like I wish.
And I have talked about Adam 22, Lena, and all that shit, but that's a whole different fucking story.
I bet.
Wait a minute.
I mean, that's a whole different ballgame.
No, let me talk. I was waiting for this, my nigga. I was waiting for this, my nigga. I was waiting for this.
It's a different story. It's a different story.
I was waiting for this.
I'm glad white man is here to defend the Guatemalan
but I
man.
mean, I'm assuming that he's coming from the standpoint of I already have beef with these people.
He don't even have beef. He don't have. He wasn't
there. That's what I'm saying. I'm assuming.
Okay.
I'm assuming
Lauren,
that.
You sound the Guatemalan.
Lauren,
Nigga, I just said I'm assuming that.
Lauren,
But if
you want my opinion?
Go ahead.
He's and everything that he feels is inherited. It's not. It wasn't. He came out the womb with this.
Yeah.
Well, that means that's stupid. But you get the point.
Yeah.
He's talking about his opinion.
Yeah, his opinions.
But wait, just to ask the question, if I had beef with some nigga and I'm talking shit about his wife. And like I'm like fuck this nigga.
So
who it is. I'm just curious. I just want to know.
So let me say the point. The point is that what Rio was talking about. Of course, you know the elephant in the room. Lena and Adam, they do what they do.
They have a different world.
They have a different world.
At the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time, at least they're more open with it, and they still try to like degrade what they do, even though they're open with it. Like they're like
right.
They're like nigga, this is what we do. We're swingers.
Yeah.
But the video with, I mean,
at the end of the day, they same situation. They both put private information out
to the world,
to the internet.
Yeah, that's another
that is
thing.
now public property.
That is now
and these are public figures.
He does have a point. It's worse because it's corn. So it's like obviously if you call a corn stall a whore, it's like
it's
nigga,
whatever.
Duh.
Yeah.
But nigga, it's the same thing. You put your shit out there, people are gonna have opinions on it.
And to be fair as well too, something that definitely needs to be said, like Heather Sanders in itself is an entity. So Rella, like she is an entity. She is a public figure just as much as Trell. So all public figures are.
It wasn't like some random white that's in the background or anything like that. It was actually still responding off of something she said.
She's a public figure, so it's on the table. But
and it's just like, yeah, man, like you get to pick and choose, but what?
Go back, because he said something. It was right before niggas would get stripped line. Go back.
Yeah, it was right before that. But I'm sensing a little hypocrisy in this. It's like,
I mean,
and he called another man.
A nigga will have to do it.
I think before that.
I had fun watching it.
It's not like, because the thing is, niggas, you don't know how, like, the thing is, these niggas is young men, right?
Right.
And they need to be taught a lesson, right?
Yeah,
they need a life lesson. They need to be taught a lesson. Nigga, you are in California. We know you ain't got nothing on you, cuz. Like, you niggas know you ain't got that.
You all right. We are marks. We don't have nothing on us. We are, look at my hands. We are civilians. We don't do none of that. Yeah.
Show me your shoes.
Yeah, look at
those are running shoes. Those are fighting shoes.
These are my old man New Balances.
These are my Coachellas.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I'm wearing these New Balances.
My thing is
another running shoe.
This is all inherited, dog.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that real quick.
His opinion.
I'm gonna tell you why the Rio thing.
Do you think he's trying to
okay?
It's because it's not even a beef that we be inheriting from you.
Okay.
T-Rell is friends with Pun. Rio is Pun's friend.
Oh wait.
So this is
okay. This is 2 levels removed.
2 parties removed.
Did he have a problem with us doing some shit that was 2 parties removed earlier?
Which we not even that.
Because he said we were 3 levels removed earlier.
Which is not even the case.
But his beef is because he had one clip where he was saying like, I could never fuck with Adam just off what they did to my mans. Like, come on, bro.
And look,
it's too much,
it's
bro. It's
the
too much.
saying that like this situation has a lot of hypocrisy is going to be fucking redundant.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
We're talking to people that it's like, man, like look, it's just what it is.
It is
it's
what it is.
It's whatever. It doesn't matter. But
it was a good It was good though. I really did enjoy this stream.
And shout out to TF.
enjoyed it a lot.
Shout out to
honestly, this shit was fun. This shit was fun.
Pun went crazy in this stream.
And
Yo, his little laugh,
And he said like
Pun was
5
going
sentences and he went crazy.
Yeah, Pun was going crazy on this stream. I ain't gonna lie.
bro, when he does that little shit.
Stop having these weird ass fuck niggas. Said, damn.
Yo, and that was just like tag.
Yeah.
No,
that
but
shit
once
was
you
hard.
say something and then he think you cooking, he question it. He be like, "Oh, they doing that, huh?"
He only feeds into what he wants to
That
feed
shit
into.
hilarious.
Like when the
He waiting for
nigga when he turned into Malcolm X and was like, "Yo, these young brothers need guidance." Pun was. That nigga was asleep.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't hear none of that shit.
Every time they say something that he starts to like, he starts getting that mad face. Yeah, cook these niggas.
Shout out Pun.
Shout out to Pun, man.
God bless him.
real, man. That
And God
shit
bless all these niggas, man.
Yeah, man. All right.
And shout out Black Love.
Yo, for real.
Oh yeah, definitely
Shout out Black Love.
Oh man. I think that's everything from the trip.
Hey, man, we told y'all it was pretty eventful.
Yeah.
Joe just DM me. Was the chick that was on remember?
Okay.
Her shit was lit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's dope.
What she want?
Can't do no collabs.
Yeah, I was about to say. But I don't think we're allowed over there.
Shout out to her.
might have been in the lineup.
Nah. I feel like we addressed that properly though.
Oh, hey, I appreciate your feedback about me on No Jumper. Thank you. Blue Heart.
Say that again louder.
Hey, I appreciate your feedback about me on No Jumper.
And I don't want to hear
about me on No Jumper. Yeah,
I don't want to hear nothing else about nothing.
That's bad etiquette to read a DM. Never.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
I would literally never do that again. I would never ever do that. Like that's some cornball
Promise.
shit. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, it's fine.
Damn, we some hoes, nigga.
Yeah, we
Why
fucking up to that.
hoe shit,
Yeah.
Marks?
That one might be okay to leave in actually.
That one might be okay because it wasn't too personal.
Yeah, because it wasn't too personal. It was just. It was a shining light in this dark hour.
And in the
it's still a thing.
In the context
maybe
of like
bleep the
us-
name. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bleep the name.
I'll bleep the name. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll bleep the name. I'll bleep the name.
Just
For
to be
sure.
courteous, you know what I mean?
For sure, because that can still be anybody.
And definitely don't call her out of it.
No, yeah.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, very eventful trip.
Oh yeah.
Made a lot of good friends, a lot of swell enemies.
Swell.
Yeah.
We don't have no enemies.
It's an intro. Yeah, there's no enemies, man.
Wasn't there one in the chat?
Enemy in the chat.
Yeah, one of the enemies from another.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, you hit it.
I think we need another bell.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know we was gonna bring that up, but I'm trying to remember. Shout out to the Apollo, and sorry to the host. We didn't mean to make your fan base, turn on you like that, nigga. We just trying to have a good time, but
I don't even think it was their fault. The Reddit niggas are nasty, bro.
Yo, they disgusting, man.
The Apollo was definitely sitting down that episode, but we did our fucking best.
Yeah.
Why I bring that up?
That shit.
What was I segueing into?
Reddit is crazy.
So Keem stood on business, I guess. He has a comrade, a fellow affiliate of an enemy of ours. And he has some questions for us about this said enemy. Big Sloth was brought up. And once again, that's another thing that followed us around. Big Sloth.
Wait. Yeah, go ahead. He has. Go ahead.
I forgot my train of thought. But Big Sloth, we mentioned him on the Apollo, and he had some comments in the comment section.
Apollo brought us up. Apollo.
Keem brought up Sloth to us, and we do what we always do with Sloth.
Yeah.
Writing eulogy.
Dispose of that
nigga. Verbally.
Yeah.
We gotta be precise now.
Yeah, we gotta be precise.
But this is a wild episode.
And in Loon fashion, he responded in the comments. This time it was him though, and I'm proud. He's growing, he's evolving. He didn't go to Meta AI to get his thoughts out there.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm commenting under my podcast page. And he said ridiculous shit to us. Niggas defending us. It's the same play every time.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's literally the same play every time, and it's kind of amazing that he has to realize it doesn't work.
I think about I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I couldn't see the comments.
You're blocked?
Might have got blocked. Yeah.
I'm about to say I got him right here.
Yeah.
I think I have him right here. I'll
Okay, this is perfect.
Try
to read him as slow as he types.
Let me try to find these shits. That's funny though. Oh, okay. I think
You don't even have it.
Yeah, no, it's right here. It's right here. So this, that was a hard shot.
The timing was crazy though.
Yeah.
The timing was on point.
Yeah. Delivery was on point. 10 out of 10.
This
10
what
out
it
of 10.
does.
10 out
This
of
what it
10.
does.
Yeah.
It was good.
He made me lose that shit. We was enjoying.
Yeah, I was, nigga,
we
I
was
was
enjoying
reading
that tag so
I
much.
was reading it for you.
Here it is. So Loon, as he does, he just responds to everything. This one nigga commented, he was like, Loon goofy, and these dudes corny. 2 trash podcasts, right? That's what got him started. This nigga said, whenever I'm in your city, please come tell me this personally.
Whenever I'm in your city, tell me face up. And like, I don't think people understand. Like,
this is not a bit.
This is him.
This is not a bit.
This is him.
This is a real person. He's not a character. It's not like it's not an impersonation.
There's nothing to like. This isn't his assistant. Okay, his concierge. This is him.
Mm-hmm. This is another fresh comment. This nigga said, this wasn't even in response to nothing. He just put it out there. Y'all gotta stop this weirdo behavior. Don't use my name talking about no feud with these dudes. I don't have no feud with these little guys. They don't know me. I don't know them. Stop acting like I'm involved with any of these dudes. I really don't understand why y'all even allow it. But hey, shout out to the West Coast. Shake my head. And damn, I should have screenshotted Mac's reply to that because it's a 15 reply conversation that happened under that.
It is. It was a lot. It was a lot of conversation that happened up underneath.
Shout out to Macwa for going to bat and doubling down on his decision to fuck with us because that takes a lot of
it takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
It takes a lot of risk.
It takes so much.
Obviously, now that I'm learning, it takes a lot of risk to fuck with us. But
I think I screenshotted here.
You read those already.
Magwab replied, he was like, bro, relax with the high power talk. These niggas spoke on their experience. I don't know you from a hole. He meant to say hole in the wall address. Them boys for they take. And then he replied, I talk how I want to talk. Y'all let anything go down. It was just essentially, old nigga versus young nigga shit.
Yeah.
He's tired of us bringing him up, man. Which is crazy because we don't ever bring him up.
We don't ever bring him up. We just got to.
Honestly, that was a question I wasn't expecting to get.
Yeah, like the fact that they even.
Yeah, that one threw me off. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was like,
big sloth.
Forgot about this nigga.
I'm like, nigga.
Literally.
I didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah, man. It's good to know you're still keeping up with us, man.
Yeah.
Hope you've been good.
It's interesting. You think there's going to come a point in time where it's like, it's so redundant, like, that's our arch nemesis that we got to bury it forever? Like, there came a point in time where Charlemagne stopped addressing Joe by name.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's right. There's no feud.
Yeah.
It's just
what it is.
You're hilarious, nigga.
Yeah.
We might really have to go back on that Voldemort shit.
He who must not be named.
Yeah. It's like we not even.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
I mean, there's always that point.
We'll bring it out.
I think it's already there.
And we'll bring it out for awards.
It's kind of already there.
We already had that point.
Yeah,
it only just recently.
It just
came
keep
up.
coming. But when it gets brought up, we act like you're not Voldemort.
He gets brought up at least twice a year, which is perfect. Maybe twice, maybe 3. Like, let's really be thinking.
Last year it was like
a lot.
Last year don't count for real.
Last year don't count because that's when it started. You know what I mean?
And he's already. It really was supposed to stop after he got his award because we already gave him that. That was the height. That was.
But I'm gonna be real.
That was the retirement ceremony.
But no, you know what? I'm gonna be real. We did put his jersey in the rafters for the awards because he gave him his own award.
Yeah, that was.
But they asked. He didn't have to comment.
No.
Like a nigga in the comment fucked him up.
Yeah.
And then his replies were so funny.
But hey, you gotta be careful though, AJ.
Absolutely right.
You really gotta y'all gotta be careful because he gonna say you stirring waters if you want to catch fish. So
yeah, he gonna say some old
that's some baby boomer.
What else would he say? Some shit like that.
Yeah,
you know when you stir the water, you go to catch some fish.
Don't think you're sharp because your head
yeah.
I'm a general, nigga.
You'll drown in still water. I'm like, nigga,
I forgot
that a fact or a saying, nigga?
Yeah, but he commented, damn, it's like the comments be catching him out of. He be getting caught slipping on the comments pretty freak. You gotta stop doing that.
Bro, the nigga, first of all, it's not like the show was titled Apollo, Homeroom, and Big Sloth.
Right.
He saw Apollo's page, Homeroom, and went and clicked on the video.
He cool with Keem though. He cool with Keem.
No, they made a segment.
Oh, they made a segment.
That's where those comments were at. Oh yeah, and if he's cool with Keem, he definitely knows about the Apollo.
And it's like, the nigga brought me, my homie brought me up on the shit. It's
so
like,
he spent all day Googling himself.
Once again, everybody did what they were supposed to do. Loon is on brand, nigga.
Yeah.
We was on brand. Had a little hiccup.
I wonder what he had to say about the squad after when he was talking to Keem about it. You know what he had to say.
They probably didn't even talk, nigga. You think Loon knows how to use FaceTime?
He said they homies.
Oh, I don't know if they homies like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know about homies, but you know, I mean, shit.
I don't even know if they're homies.
Keem was
honestly,
defending them, yeah.
I just remember Keem saying that I found him and I thought this shit was cool.
I might even put a little sauce on it. They might not even be cool. Yeah,
I don't even think they homies for real. I think,
nigga, that's literally what he said.
That's
That's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Take
let's
that all the way
see.
back.
So we should just end on that, huh?
We got some office hours.
I never looked. I could look.
We definitely.
Tell me what office hours is.
We had. Yeah.
We'll cover the. We'll get back to the shits next week because this was just we really needed one recap episode.
We had to address everything and address
of
all
course.
questions.
Of course. So we'll be back.
Videos from 2 months
Tuesday,
ago.
regular schedule programming again as well too because it's kind of been off.
Yeah,
but
we've been talking about ourselves this whole time. That's not natural.
Yeah, it's not.
We're not normally like this.
Yo, I ain't
That's
gonna
normally
lie.
not the
We're usually
episode. Yeah, honestly, and I apologize for
being so self-centered.
Yeah, and I apologize for the people who come to hear us talk about other podcasts. Y'all were probably like, "Fuck, I don't give a fuck about your trip, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Like,
They was like, they taking this sub too far. Like,
But a lot of the people who support us, follow us, watch everything,
Yeah,
they got to see the whole thing unfold and they want to hear this.
And they want to know.
That's what they don't understand, man. The niggas, y'all really been fucking with us from the beginning.
Yeah.
There are people here from when we didn't hit 1,000.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why the number talk don't bother a nigga.
It's pure.
It
got pure cocaine.
It can't.
Y'all
Yeah,
don't.
nah.
We got
Y'all
pure
don't get
cocaine
it,
over
nigga.
here.
Bruh.
Shout out to all
And it's like
classmates.
we did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we got hired at by
I
a white
promise y'all,
man.
I didn't pay for a single ad.
Come on, man.
For our channel, I promise you.
Nigga, I noticed.
I promise
We
you.
would have moved faster.
You would have moved faster, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's so fucking low.
Every fucking person in there is real. The only ones you can't account for, just count for the first 500.
Yeah.
Because it was my personal account.
Yeah.
I probably dropped 7 music videos on them.
Of course.
Some shit like that.
Half
you
of that
know?
was your family.
Yeah, and then some of them were Lawrence.
Yeah, for sure.
No, we dropped 52
We-
of his
we-
videos.
yeah,
And
we-
Lauren's Jamaican,
yeah.
so it's like that's like 200 niggas.
We damn sure
Yeah.
put out 52 on there, but I mean, we weren't.
That was just
marking, but
one,
yeah,
though.
That was
Yeah.
one, yeah.
So, yeah, man. We thank
shout
y'all
out to
for
the
real, man, because we've
classmates.
been growing.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
some reason,
And y'all are watching y'all are watching the pace. You know what I'm saying? Like at the real.
Like this is
Yeah.
what it looks like if you were ever curious. Like,
Yeah.
this is what it looks
I'm
like.
also
And
be
shout
real.
out to all the concerned classmates out there too, because I have been seeing a few sentiments to where it's like, don't let certain moves and alignments ruin what we started fucking with y'all for.
Exactly.
And don't
Of
get it
course.
twisted. I hear that shit, especially from the people,
100%.
our fans. We got to listen to all of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's
'Cause
going to
they-
be the difference. We already know that it's important to listen to what people do have to say.
So what our core cares about.
Yeah. Now you don't have to listen to everything they motherfuckers, but you
But
got to
you-
look out for the ones that might have something that's valid.
Especially the ones that I was seeing, because it's not like they were on some like, man, y'all niggas stupid and trash. Y'all aligning yourselves.
Yeah.
It was from a place of care and concern about the show that they watch.
Yeah, there's some people, some of y'all that have been around from the very beginning. Bro, I can't remember what your name is. You know who the fuck you are. This nigga was like,
You don't like him that much. Man.
nah, he hates so consistently. Holy shit.
Oh, you talking about
there's a
that
couple
giddy up
of those.
nigga?
Mr. Chocolate
so.
Giddy Up?
He actually stopped and said, hey, congrats. I'll go back to hating next week. I said, wow.
Yeah.
You fucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And shout out to the $5.
Shout out to him, though.
Shout out to him and shout out to the $5 Patreon. But that's what I'm saying. Too
Yeah,
much
yeah.
sweet up front. We're
Yeah.
not supposed to acknowledge that right now, because now he knows that we weighing his opinion a little bit harder.
Yeah.
You gotta wait. See, sour, then sweet later.
I'm not, no, I'm not worried about that because this has been happening forever. I could have been brought this shit up.
Yeah.
And he's not the only one.
He isn't.
We got quite a few of them.
But he's the
yeah,
most
yeah.
recent.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the first, and he
Bro, we
damn
got
sure
so
ain't
many
the
people that
last.
hate every episode, but
Yeah.
Nigga, it's tangerines in the chat right now.
If a nigga gets a accomplishment, they like, you doing all right.
yeah.
Fuck you next week.
Some things you can't hate.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I almost do feel like I almost don't like the fact that
Almost don't like it.
I don't like the fact that like part of our resume is having to say like Joe Budden, Charlemagne.
I feel it.
I'm already over that shit.
But I mean, we
fuck
don't
with
have
the
to say it.
we don't have to say it. I fuck with the niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I don't.
I don't mind.
But
it depends on how we do it, because we never do it in like a, hey.
We don't do it in a weird way.
Don't talk to us. We know Joe Budden.
We don't do it in a weird way at all. I just, this trip has
they want to know the story. My fault. But they do want to know the story of like, where did y'all come from? And that's integral to telling.
Yeah.
And this is what we were asking you about Joe Rogan, by the way, way back. If you can point out some moments in time, just wanted to say that because
and we gave them to y'all, but you refused to listen because you're boomers who see in black and white and hear in earwax.
Yeah, y'all lost that argument. I forgot all about
that.
that.
Remember that argument? We did not lose.
We could have niggas.
I just brought that shit back up right now.
We could have niggas.
We never lost.
You just gave the answer. You just
lost that one. I remember. I completely forgot about that.
The only reason I brought it up is because you just said the same thing we was trying to say, but now you clearly get it.
Of course you would say
that. The answers. I'm surprised you remember that argument, old ass nigga.
I completely forgot, yo.
You see?
Yeah.
But what was I about to say? I was about to say
it was a good memory.
What was we just talking about though?
That's what I'm looking for. I've learned a couple things from this trip.
Yeah, that's what you're about to say.
Fuck, I was about to say something. You're good. Keep going.
I did learn a couple things from this trip. The miss branding by saying ESPN.
Yeah,
that really fucking bothered me.
I ain't like that. And another thing I don't like the whole y'all the niggas that cook niggas, because that just like
it marginalizes what we do.
It marginalizes it, and it's like the audience is already like, all right, well, fuck these niggas. They just going around judging motherfuckers.
I don't want that to be a narrative either.
But
because,
that's what niggas say to us, because that's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And
I understand.
Let's be honest.
And I do understand. My first two appearances at No Jumper were just on some cooking nigga shit.
Yeah.
And it's not
premeditation. So it's our fault.
Yeah,
it's our fault. At the end of the day, like we came up hot.
Both moments were worth it.
They were, and I'm not mad at you. But we came in hot like, yo, nigga, we the shit. You know, we judging everybody. And I'm not saying we said all that. A lot of that was said about us. And then, you know, there was points that we had to double down on, improve in person. So it just gave that appearance. But, you know, at the end of the day, nigga, this is the podcast about your favorite podcast.
Yeah.
That means a lot of different things.
It does.
We're not just disliking everything that we hear. That would be impossible. No. I wouldn't even like myself.
That's fact.
Yeah, if it was my job to just get on here and talk shit about niggas, I go on straight.
Literally.
I'd be in detention on purpose, nigga.
I don't want to say them. Just know I've internalized everything that's happened on this whole trip.
Yeah.
And I've thought a lot about the marketing. And I have failed by not shaping the marketing so everybody knows already.
I feel it.
I need to. Clearly, there's a disconnect. If I'm not marketing it in a way that when you hear it, you know what it's supposed to be.
I know what you're getting at.
You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be a quick thing. Yeah.
Now, this might be a full circle moment. Let me know if I'm bugging.
Yeah.
But, and of course, like I'm not trying to compare him like perfectly. Obviously, we didn't do exactly that. But one of our critiques for Big Sloth was that, hey, nigga, your rollout was attacking another nigga. That's something that we said about somebody. And so, and even in that, like I was on the plane coming back thinking, I'm like, cause we really do this shit. And so I'm not saying that that's what we do, but if we didn't even at least try to think, hey, damn, am I making the same mistake that I said about this nigga? Then we not really, we're not in it for real.
I think,
and there is a little bit of. I'm not saying that's what we did, but shit, what do y'all think?
It's easy to say that.
No, it's easy to say that. But you know what? I think the difference is academics wasn't there.
Yeah,
and that's what I told myself. That's how I went to sleep that night.
Yeah. I feel you. Though. I can feel you literally thinking that and being like, "Damn, we some fuck niggas."
Because we gotta be consistent, bro.
Like,
we can't say
we literally did the same shit we killed this nigga for, but academics wasn't even there.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't even there.
He wasn't there.
Which is the value of having verbal podcast. That's what.
Which is why when you said like,
that's
nigga,
when you get golden moments.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And that's why, like, when you said, like, you know, like, we have no problem pulling up and like having a discussion.
No problem.
Which was another narrative out there that was like, yo, they didn't want to pull up on T-Rail. Didn't we? We sent out the
I let them know.
SOS.
Yeah. I sent it out twice. I wasn't about to like keep hounding.
How many
niggas,
crickets did you hit?
But I mean, 40.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But that's okay though because I think what I was really subconsciously trying to do what I was subconsciously trying to do is put the fire out before y'all even got in town. So when I found out I could go over there, and then I realized that was gonna come up, I was gonna try to get it. I was trying to get it. If I was able to meet Trell before, I was gonna have the conversation with him before that even came up.
I feel
and it's like that's the thing. Knowing Trell, like
it wasn't supposed to happen that way.
It wasn't supposed to happen that way.
It wasn't. No, and it wasn't. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, everything happened the way it was supposed to happen.
Exactly. But nah, man, it was a phenomenal trip. Big shout out to Adam. Big shout out to Adam letting us film in the studio for Frizzy. But
you don't have to keep telling
shout out to everybody there.
Yeah, you say that every chance you get.
Don't say that, man. niggas don't need to know our deal.
He said our deal.
And
that's bad too.
Every time he says that, I'm like, damn. I wonder if that's something that he should say.
And I said that twice.
You've said that a lot.
Twice.
About other things.
I think you said it on LOI too. So 3.
Nah, I didn't say on LOI.
But, I digress. Or you digress, nigga. You digressing too much.
There's 2 office hours.
There's only 2 office hours?
Yeah.
For real?
Honestly, it might be more. Fuck. It might be more.
We losing our fan base.
I could go to the episode, I guess.
Yeah, go to the episode. And I missed one apparently from. Oh.
I already. Oh well. Fuck
Did you hit the bell already? Oh, okay.
Double bell. That's the tardy bell.
The fuck am I doing?
I don't
Holy
know.
shit, nigga!
I think we ruining the show quality,
bro.
I was about to say, did the bell just hit? But if y'all don't know,
that's supposed to.
Bro, office hours. We doing office. Go ahead.
Office hours is and will be the point of the show where we ask and we answer your questions about podcasts that we talk about.
You next to Adam, nigga. That's crazy.
Different situations. God damn, nigga, shut up.
I'm sorry. I was proud of you.
Different, nigga. I don't need you to be proud of me, nigga. That's gay. But
I just like
you said that's gay.
Exactly. Now you're getting.
I take back every dap I've ever given you.
Any questions or concerns about us or any podcast we talk about, we gonna answer it at the end of the show. Always. But now I'm done.
You fuck nigga. And let it be known, but he doesn't only hesitate when he has to answer for his takes. He hesitates every office hours, nigga. It's always a pause in between. So niggas on brand.
Never hesitate. Think before I speak.
That's a good one. That's a good rebuttal.
I know words too, and rebuttal was not the word.
No, that's a good rebuttal.
But I didn't see any office hours when I did my little stroll, nigga.
Were you disappointed in your classmates?
They were in the.
It's not often that we don't get a lot of.
I sent 2 over.
I don't even think
I did. I sent 2.
We didn't even make it a big deal.
We didn't make it abundantly clear to drop office hours in the no.
No, we didn't make it.
We didn't ask for them, right?
Yeah, we didn't make it like a big deal.
They probably nigga. We was in LA. They like these niggas Hollywood.
The people who left it, they normally leave them.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Al. I guess that's your name. Hashtag office hours. Where are the views? Is this a business or a hobby?
It's a pastime.
Question.
It's kind of a pastime.
Yeah.
It passes a whole lot of time. It's currently 12:32. Man, it's 7:30.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle right now.
Yeah.
But check out our Patreon. And it might be a business in a couple years. But but nah, we are a business, obviously. Shout out to you, Al. You know what I mean? I see those palm trees, nigga. You from LA too, nigga? Mm-hmm. What's up with all these? What's up with all
Where
the
did
hate?
you think he was from? Just based off how he feels. But shout out to you for, actually doing a hashtag office hours. How bad do you not like us if you watch the whole show and then like you picked up on the context of how we interact with our live with our chat? It's interesting, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Why does he know what office hours
is? This is Nutso. I know we say it wrong all the
Nuso. He's Netherland.
Nuso.
Yeah.
Nuso. Okay.
Yeah.
Hashtag office hours. Last office question with the red band. I think he means red bar shit. Mm-hmm. Have you ever experienced real racism? For me, it's at the airports, like getting put in separate rooms and shit because I'm half Arab and my name just screams terrorist. To them, twice Muhammad in it.
Well, earlier today, I had a Guatemalan man tell me I don't like black women, so.
Yeah.
That's the most racist thing I've heard.
It's probably
I think that's the one that I missed. All right, yeah, I think that's it. Besides
this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't experienced racism in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Good for me.
Hell yeah, nigga. We in the South, nigga. I don't really get it at the airport though.
It's not terrible.
But if you're Arab at the airport, it's up for you. It's
you're gonna be.
They definitely checking. Your name's Muhammad, nigga. They on your head.
You gonna get caught up. You're gonna get caught up pretty quick.
Yeah, I believe that.
And like
pullovers, shit like that.
Yeah, that shit. A little racism in the South. That's like a little pollen.
Yeah,
nigga.
It's so normal.
The niggas that are, and it's like the South is still on some shit where you might be in the South. I don't know where you're at. If you don't like white people or you don't like black people, it's like you just stay away from them. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I mean by that.
Niggas stay on their side. Yeah, I can go somewhere to be real racist, probably.
Right. It's normal in that sense where it's like there are places where you can find it.
Yeah. I can find it if I'm looking for it.
Yeah. But I do know.
That shit, sometimes it jumps out of the bushes and finds me. Nigga.
I was about to say, boom.
You never know, nigga.
But
Black in America.
Dressed like a ghost.
It's up for me, bruh.
But if you are white, don't go to Moore Square Saturdays around 11. That's when the Israelites pop out. It's probably not the best place to be.
You want to see some racism,
are
nigga?
White, nigga.
You want to see some racism?
Don't go.
Yo,
trust me.
Nigga, it's lit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so lit.
I've heard some. Yeah,
I've heard the craziest shit. This one nigga called a white woman a cave bitch.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I guess them Israelites give it up, bro. Them Israelites be giving it up.
Be going cave bitch.
Shout out to the Israelites, man.
Nigga.
Every time I see them, they give me
Send that
power,
hoe to the
man.
mountains.
You are God. But shout out to Max716.
That's the one. Oh, never mind.
Hashtag office hours. After the podcast with Adam22 last week, how do you guys feel about Adam? I have mixed feelings. I salute him as a businessman, but he seems like a snake in my opinion.
Kind of addressed that earlier.
Yeah, we addressed it earlier, but I kind of feel the same way that I felt about him before I met him.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of this shit got confirmed, I guess. Hopefully I won't bias, but shit. Like, at the end of the day, he's doing his thing, and his thing is some weird shit, and he doesn't have normal human standards. So I'm not going to keep expecting this nigga to have normal human standards. I'm going to compare him to like reptilians.
Or you're just not going to compare him to yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like having mixed feelings about somebody, it's like, I don't know why we view that as a bad thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It sounds like you're trying to be fair.
Like, what you want the nigga to be all good for you or all bad for you? It's I don't know, man. But I do agree though about the businessman, but he seems like a snake. I didn't really get that feeling personally.
Yeah, because that goes back to what I said.
That he's the boogeyman or
like how
Adam
people treat.
Morningstar.
I don't think he's. I'm sure he knows how to work plays, but it's not he's not plotting shit out 6 months in advance, like on one specific person on their downfall and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like he's not wasting that much time out of his day.
I was about to say.
But yeah, I mean, shit, Adam seems like the same person that I thought I was gonna meet.
But on that point too, I do think he's capable of having justifications for like
the fucked up shit
for whatever you might call snake behavior.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I think he'll do something, but he's just like he's justifying it in his head somehow, some way. Like they did this to me. And I'm not saying that's right, but that's
guess that's
what I
snakes,
was.
right?
That's
maybe not all, because some people know they're snaking people.
Yeah,
but some people will just reason with themselves
enough
so that they feel better about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Adam's probably lying to himself.
Yeah,
about a couple things.
And that's the thing. Like I mean, kind of what y'all alluding to is like maybe an ego maniac type of problem.
Maybe that's what he's alluding to. I don't know.
Yeah. I think
we
gotta get that nigga. What's that shit called where you see the blotches?
Oh, those ink things.
The psychological test.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And Batman always saw a bat type shit. Yeah.
That's some traumatizing
shit. Yeah, he don't seem crazy to me. It seems like the exact person.
I mean,
that
look, he seems so centered, but honestly, it's like
everybody popping.
After
how could you not be?
You work so hard to get to a point, and then you reach a point where
I'm talking that shit.
You're hitting corn stars for money, and bringing the loot back to your wife. I mean, I don't know. And that might make a man crazy.
It might. And it doesn't justify being like a bad person, but
Right.
Every movie got to start, nigga.
Hey, nigga.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But mixed feelings is a good thing, probably, because
And it's not that it's a good thing,
but it's not a bad thing.
Don't make it seem like a person being all one thing is good for you.
Right.
Like mixed feelings it's mixed.
It's okay to be thinking about something.
It's okay to have
and wondering. You know
a great
it's
area
okay to take
and
a
analyzing. You know what I'm saying? And
just a brief moment.
Yeah.
But we can tell
just a 1-2 breath.
You're a good communicator because you have mixed feelings and you're thinking about it. You even got the thinking emoji.
Yeah, nah.
Like, I'm still thinking about it.
His face,
like he's pondering on this shit. But nah, shout out to you, man.
It looks like he doesn't want you to know he's thinking about it right there.
But let's see.
Thanks.
That was the that's the last one, right?
That was it?
Yeah, that's the last one.
Because remember we didn't say nothing.
Yeah, well,
so there was only 2. But we'll have more by Tuesday probably.
Yeah, probably now. Man.
Yeah, it's for sure. Yeah. Area. I ain't hear this shit. But man. Again, like we said, like you literally just heard, it's gonna be a more shorter one, a more purposeful episode. Next week, we're gonna get into the white people, that we love to talk about, the Red Bars, the Tim Dillons and whatnot. But man, appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all for hating. Like the video, comment down below. Hashtag office hours if you forgot. Any questions or concerns about podcasts that we talked about today? Okay, today you can put hashtag office hours and we're going to answer it next week. But I think that's all the promo. Oh, $5 Patreon. Check that out. And
that shit was lit today.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Any more promo? But yeah,
you're supposed to say your name.
Y'all be safe. Y'all stay hydrated. J Nobles.
Tone Groove.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
And we out.